looks lovely. I know you're not bored.
Team deathmatch. Destroy the enemy.
Oh, destroy the enemy. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Why are you lying down on the job, buddy? Oh, man. That's why.
We've given up the lead.
Yeah, I gave up. I gave up a long time ago.
Maybe a habanero, but I think I've got a sriracha.
I'm actually thinking of getting it, but then I got it. I'm like,
Oh yeah, it's totally fun. Curse you, Elmo. Curse you, hell. Oh dear. Oh, what?
Not even a chance.
It's not my buddy now. Oh, fuck off.
Get back, get back, get back!
Fuck. Camera back in there. Let's go. Come on, this is wall smashing time, right? Am I close enough? Am I warm enough? Oh, fuck. Ah, Jesus. That was, I shot myself. Not gonna lie. Hello, Tarman. Right, music.
Doc here. Negotiations have failed and suspects have dug in. Entry team, go when ready.
Alright, moving in. How you doing, Ray? What's new? You doing alright? Good.
Don't agitate the situation further.
Did you shoot somebody? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Oh, fucking hell, these fucking... Get the fuck out of there. There we go. No way! Fuck!
Oh, fucking hell! Jesus! They were fucking talking, huh? Oh, that fucking attack is fucking...
Hello! How's everybody doing on this fucking Monday of all Mondays? Oh my goodness, I've had a day. I don't even know if anything's working yet. It should be working. I hope it's working. It better be fucking working. Okay, so far so good. Everything's working. How you doing? Oh man, it's been one of those days where in work I've got about a million things to do. And the goddamn license server for my softwares went down. So I can't do anything. So I'm just sitting there counting my penises all day. So good stuff. Other than that, just a standard Monday. How is everybody? Good to see you. Good to see you. Fuck. Right. I've got Kamen and I've got Reptile on the line awaiting me, so I'm just going to join their call and fuck those guys because I really hate them. But I'm streaming with them anyway, so hopefully all goes well.
Cheers.
Oh, hey you guys. How you doing?
We're doing all right. I love how you started the entire call with, "Oh, I hate them, but I'm going to be there anyway."
There we go. Good.
That was like too well timed.
Was it now? You know, wasn't staged at all. I can assure you.
Oh, it was so staged.
That was so not staged. Oh my god. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm waiting for the fucking collaboration nonsense.
Oddly enough, I've sent that through to you already.
I'm in it.
Yeah, Kamen's in it.
Oddly enough, it's not come through to me.
Oddly enough, it says awaiting response, but you know I can send it again.
Now it literally just came through. Never mind.
You were the first one added to it, Rep. You were the first one.
Wasn't live. Maybe that fucked it up.
Because I've got you favorited, but for some reason I don't have Kamen favorited. So there we go.
Why would you? I mean,
exactly.
Kamen's great. Kamen's awesome. I don't have anybody favorited, by the way. I don't play favorites. Just gonna say that now.
Oh, Twitch automatically favorited.
I play favorites constantly, but mostly with the kids, you know.
Wait, what?
Well, the wee man knows he's the favorite. Unfortunately, you know, he's a fucking little shit. Seriously, the last time I was telling him off for something, and he just looks up to me and goes, "I thought you loved me. You wouldn't do that if you loved me." You're just like, fuck off.
Question, Lecoq.
Yeah.
Did you remember to do the first Hawkeye mission?
I believe I'd done it ages ago.
Well, I don't believe you have.
I believe I have.
We're not doing the Hawkeye stuff today because I need to level the fuck out of Spider-Man. I have been busy, so I have not done the first Hawkeye mission.
You can mute your controller.
Oh, fucking stupid! Light on, moon off.
Mute your fucking controller, Rep. Jesus Christ, what's that all about?
On your fucking face. How's about that?
How about? Okay. Why not? Right, I don't know, just getting rid of the music. There we go.
But yeah, it was basically Reps forgot to do the mission, so we're doing random stuff so he can level up Spider-Man.
Well, that doesn't sound like Rep at all in the slightest.
Oh, it absolutely does.
Busy. I've been painting the Dinosaur Day winning stuff, and I've been sorting out, like, getting ready for Miss Clancy to be here.
Well, that was really what you've been sorting out. You couldn't give a fuck about the Dinosaur Day winners.
Right, hang on. No, I Carmen's actually seen one of the Dinosaur Day paintings.
This is Marvel's not the best.
Lecoq, do you want to turn on share chat?
I did. Pretty sure.
It's not come up.
It's not on.
It's not on?
No. It's not on. It's fucking not on, I tell you.
Are you sure it's not on? See, I told you it was on.
Greetings, event.
Lecoq has difficulties turning.
I swear to Christ, you lot, you're lost without me. Giant women, that's all it needs to be said. Yeah, but it's also, like, without warning has a baggy, you know what, you know?
We would be lost in ecstasy without you, Lecoq. It's what we would be.
No, I wouldn't be. I'll just be here chilling with my paper bag over my head.
You'd get nothing done. You'd just be too busy having fun and shit. You know, it's no good for you, that stuff.
What, you've fun? Right. I've spent the last 7 hours doing hives over and over and over again in this game. That is not fun.
For the last 7 hours you've had hives, well, you know, you can get a cream for that.
I really wish there was a cream for the hives in this game.
It's easier to just stick a bag on his head, I'm going to be honest. I'm here with 2 Iron Men.
Iron Man.
Yeah, deal with it.
Iron
What in
Man.
the white supremacy are you wearing?
White supremacy, Iron Man, obviously.
Right, you're gonna want to do everything, aren't you, Rep? So.
I need to level up Spidey if we're going to do the vaults and stuff. Not the vaults, you know what I mean.
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
nothing.
If we're going to do the hives and we're going to do the plat for this eventually, yeah, I need to level the fuck out of Spidey. I will
Right,
do the
I will.
Hawkeye stuff at some point. Why the fuck is that not working? Why?
Because, yeah, I literally popped 2 trophies at the moment I started stream because I just grinded the polychrons.
Oh, 2 trophies. They're not fucking drugs, mate.
Oh shit! I forgot to. I need to pick up the faction stuff after this.
Oh, you... Yeah, actually, no, because I couldn't invite you before starting the mission because I can't remember how to invite you when I'm in
Oh
the
man,
outpost.
I just pressed the wrong button and blew my load into
I
like an
thought-
empty space.
Hold on.
Not the first time, won't be the last. Look, can I ask you a question?
No.
Because it came up in conversation a little while ago.
Definitely not.
What actually is your job? Because someone asked me, and I was like, well, he draws pictures of like rooms, and he hides zombies and Spider-Man in corners. So that's the last thing that I sort of checked. And then they're like, what? And I was like, yeah. It involves like some kind of 3D software, I think. I don't even know if he still does that. That was like years ago that he used to boast about I hid like a dozen zombies in this fucking schematic. So I like, you know, and I'm talking your main job, not the one that you do down at the docks for the Navy boys.
Well, the one of the Navy boys is my main job, you know.
Well, now I'm curious what your job is.
Right, well, so am I, to be fair. And most of the people that I work for. the main...
Dear. I'm
My-
glad I got here just in time for everything.
Hey, Cadmus, good on you getting the bonus giveaway entry. Yeah, so the official job title I have is Workplace Space Planner, which means people go, right, I need a new place to
You
work.
plan for space?
A plan for space, yeah. So people...
Klingons in there.
People say things like, all right, I've got a new team of 247 people coming into this office. It's only capable of holding 35 people. Can you make them all fit? And I go, no, that's fucking ridiculous. And they go, well, you're going to have to make it fit. So I have to then sit...
That's what she said.
I then have to sit and make the impossible happen, you know, or just fucking sit there and go, I told you it wouldn't fit.
Chest on my location, Rep.
Yeah,
So,
on the way out.
Some
Yeah,
would say it's like
yeah, I found.
interior design I do. You know, other people would say he's not that good.
How do you design a room that fits like 35 people in it? Because there are some people that could fit 35 people in them.
Well,
Okay, I'm just saying, are these 35 like honey boo boos?
Well,
or are
the-
these?
well, you've got to fit the equipment, not the people. So the whole idea is
Oh.
we used to work on an operation of one person, one desk, so you'd have to fit 35 people in. Now it's 35 desks, so that, you know, 70 people can use the area if they share it properly. And then that's a whole other fucking load of fucking political bullshit that you got to deal with on that. But a lot of it is
So-
basically I play Sims in real life more than anything else.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so in the grand scheme of things, your job is Sims IRL.
Sims IRL. But then,
From what I gather, his job is to sit there and pretend that he's working while he sorts out his OBS.
yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't even sit there. I sit at home doing it now because I think, oh, well, you know, you can do your job from anywhere. I go, yes, I can. And they go, all right, you don't need to come in. I go, no, I do not. And then I just sit at home and they go, is that done yet? And I go, no, I'm waiting on information from Steve. And they go, classic Steve. And I go, yeah, I know, tell me about it. He's fucking useless, isn't he? And then
You've never met Steve,
and
have
it's-
you? You don't know who Steve is.
no idea who Steve is.
It's a very basic name, so there's probably someone called Steve.
And then occasionally,
Colin, have you ever seen the movie Euro Trip?
No.
There's a character in that before they go on holiday, he's like got this job at a law firm or something, and
I've never
they
seen
ask, it's like, how
Eurotrip,
did you how? It's a good movie actually. It's
yeah,
like,
it's
how
a
did you,
quality movie.
how did you get the time off for your your apprenticeship or whatever the fuck it is he's doing?
Yeah.
Job, the law firm.
Internship, I think it is.
Yeah, and about 2 minutes later, they call him, and he's like, yes, sir, I'm down in file storage. Bearing in mind he's American and he's currently in London. He's like, yes, sir, I'm in file storage. And then they're like, you didn't tell him. And they're like, nah, they would have stopped paying me. That's Lecoq. That is Lecoq, who has legitimately told his boss that he's at the other building.
I have used that tactic before. I use their calendar and check the location of whoever it is that's asking me where I am, and I say that I'm at the opposite site. But the thing is, I only live about 30 minutes away, and it literally takes you 30 minutes to drive from one site to another. So as far as they're aware,
you could drive to one site.
Yeah, if they turn around and say, "Oh right, I'm just going to come over anyway, so I'll catch you in about 30 minutes," I'll be like, "Yeah, catch you then," and I will literally get there just before they do. Or if they say
you've been there all along, so, right?
Yeah, obviously.
You've been there the whole time. Where else would you be?
Whereas
you're down in file storage. Yeah.
If they say, "Oh, we need you over here in 30 minutes," yeah, no worries, I'll be there, and yeah, that's it. The other one is the other trick that I employ is you turn up late anyway with a coffee in your hand. Hey Dolly, good old lurky, get your lurking doing. You turn up with a coffee late as fuck, and they just think that you've been at a meeting all day or something like that. Because nobody, thank you for the biddies, Dolly, in the fucking right mind turns up late for work and then stops off for a coffee and just swaggers in. So obviously I've been busy doing stuff.
You have such a tactical mindset for this. It's kind of stupidly weird and scary.
There was another time where people were complaining about when I turned up for work as well. So what I started doing was
people complain that you turn up.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
What I started doing was I always finished later than they did anyway.
Yeah.
But what I would do is I'd leave my laptop in the office, all set up, plugged in. So they'd come in the next morning, and there's my laptop sitting all set up bright and early. So they go, "Oh, he must have came in today." And you're just like, and then you walk in maybe 3 or 4 hours late, and you go, "Ah, is that finished rendering now? Great." It's just people just assume you're in.
Where the fuck I am.
It's okay, I don't know where the fuck I am. Yeah.
Actually, why am I actually impressed?
I don't know, because it's not really that in
A
depth.
few men in this world. I don't like giving Lecoq credit because he's Lecoq, but there are a few men in this world who know how to slack off like he does.
Yeah, like that's what I'm impressed by.
He is a professional slacker offer.
Professional
Wait, what was your
slacker.
fucking title again? Something to do with space?
Workplace space planner. That's it. That's the official title.
That sounds made up. I'm not gonna lie.
But I also do data analytics as well. So again, more jargon that you pretty much have pre-set up and then pretend that you've worked on it.
Fucking cave.
Well, you got yourself in it, so get yourself out of it.
So you kind of have all your data set up already, and then somebody asks for something, and you just create a dashboard like from that information, and they think you've been working on it all weekend to pull up the information. In actual fact, it takes you 5 minutes. Yeah.
I have no idea how to get from where I am to where you are.
I have no idea how you get from where I am to where you guys are.
Is it through this cave?
Am I the only one that knows?
Yeah, you've been cracking loads of chests and stuff, and I think I finally made it back to where
I'm out of
you
bounds.
are.
One thing I know for sure is Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of them. I cracked a
makes
bunch
me
of
laugh at
chests
the end
open
of
where
that
you
movie.
originally were.
There's a bit where he calls him halfway through the movie, and he's like, "Oh, that's hogwash, sir. I handed the Gooberman case to Humphreys personally."
Yeah.
And then right at the end of the movie, they call him again, and he's like, "Yep, yeah, I understand. And they're like, they fired you?" And he's like, "No, they fired Humphreys. I got his office in a raise." And that is 100% Lecoq.
I would never do that to somebody. I mean, Okay, maybe I would.
You wouldn't go to
easily hire you
London
doing
in order
that.
to like do it. You would just stay at home.
Oh boy, I've just realised I
I-
put us on the vault mission that doesn't tell us where the vault is.
Oh, you bastard. I have went to London, again, with some people in the work believing I'm in work when I'm actually in London with another person doing work, but it's not the
Another
work that I
person in London?
it's not the work that I should have been doing.
Ah, are we back to the Navy boys again?
Yeah.
I found the vault.
If you're wondering what his job is with the Navy boys, it's not what you think. He hugs them and tells them he's proud.
Oh,
Nobody does that.
I thought he gave them a nice sucky for a cookie.
No.
No, they can get that anywhere. What they can't get
Oh,
is told they're proud.
Here's a hug.
Jesus, those poor Navy boys. They don't deserve the fucking rap they get, you know?
No. How you doing for your chest then, Rep?
But yeah, it's that way where you kind of can choose the work that you want to do and then make excuses for the work that you don't want to
I've
do.
picked up some boxes. Oh, there's one up here. Okay. I keep getting attacked by stuff, and because I'm talking to you guys, I'm really just not focused on what I'm doing.
I'm never
It's
focused on
happened.
what I'm doing in this
I'm
game.
honest, because I did through the story mode recently and stuff, and that I was kind of more focused for, but when I'm playing with you guys, I'm like, I've got a DNA key? When did that happen?
Probably when you did one of the missions, because I found out that when you do a villain sector, you get a DNA key.
It was when you were on Mori.
Why is it? Spider-Man, come on, that's just violence.
Well, Lecoq has opened up the vault.
Yeah, get your ass over
fuck
here.
it.
Get your
Let's-
ass.
let's-
Get your
let's-
ass to
let's-
Mars. Get your ass to Mars.
See, something to do with space.
Mars?
Yeah. He's not really a workplace space planner. He just watched Total Recall one time and thought, yeah, I'd like 3 tits. Just...
I have 3 tits. It's the management structure above me.
Total Recall is a good movie.
Do you ever think that one day, Lecoq, you're going to be called into HR and they're just going to pull up your Twitch channel?
I have been called into HR. They didn't even need the Twitch channel. It was a senior director decided, you know what? We don't need him around here. We can get rid of him. And you know what? 10 years,
Get rid of him.
10 years later, that director's gone and I'm still working there. So what's that tell you?
Tells me that he won. Not in the way he intended, but he still won.
True. I do often wonder, is it a punishment or a blessing that I'm still there? Yeah.
Bit of both.
A little
So,
bit of both.
the staff write-ups. I remember one time, Lecoq put on Facebook, like, DM me a number, and I'll put an anonymous status of what I think of you. And every single one was just, you're a cunt.
I don't
Like,
remember that.
You're a cunt, get a job, you cunt.
Why am I not surprised that that is what you would have done on Facebook?
Those were the days.
Oh, you should have seen, that's one of their tamest things.
No, but I can just imagine it's like number 69. Nice, but you're a cunt.
Nah, you don't give them the gratitude of it saying nice. They expect that.
Yeah, the 69s and the 666s, I think, were like edgy cunt.
Yeah. Thinks he's edgy.
Thirsty cunt, edgy cunt, get a job, you cunt, ugly cunt. It was like,
What would you say if it was me then, Lecoq?
Broken cunt. Worn out cunt. Yeah.
Worn out?
Yeah. Well, you're not exactly fucking new car smell cunt, that's for sure.
new car smell.
Not the new car smell.
Dear. How many cunts do you know that smell like a new car? Most of them smell like the air that comes out the back of the PlayStation.
How do you know my PlayStation doesn't smell that bad?
You sure?
Wait, what women have you been with? Just...
Well. Bold of you to assume I've been with women.
I mean,
Touche, touche.
that would open up a lot of very, very disturbing questions.
Indeed. Some
Where
that...
did the wee man come from?
Wow.
You just called me over.
Cloning, that's all.
Cloning?
Cloning.
That explains why he injures himself as much as you do.
The thing
Hey,
is,
I don't have clones.
the scary thing about the wee man is that sometimes he bears an unbelievable resemblance to his cousin.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like, we're now trying to figure out whether it was my brother is the wee man's real dad, or I'm Drew's actual dad. That's always the debate that goes on.
That's a concerning debate.
It's not really.
You don't
300
understand.
Trust me, we were like 300 miles apart. There was no way it was even logistically possible. But never mind. It's always the ongoing joke. Yeah. That
If you're an ongoing joke, you do surprise me.
the wee man's cousin is his illegitimate brother and all that sort of stuff.
I present a third option, that they were both dropped off by the same spaceship.
Could very well be.
The same one that dropped you off.
But undoubtedly, though, I could never possibly turn around and say, I need a DNA test for the wee man. There's
Is that
way,
because your blood's already all over the street?
there's way too much of him. In, you know, of me in him, sort of personality-wise and everything like that.
Now that just makes me think of one thing. Is there more blood or is there more cum all over the world?
Yeah,
It's a...
it'll be the day that you get a Father's Day card that says you're a cunt, that you know that you...
Well, this year the Father's Day card from him says, shout out to the guy that made me possible.
Aww.
And whereas the older ones gave me a card that says, you think your present sucks, wait until you see the nursing home.
No, the one that I got my
Present can't suck if they don't get you a present.
true. No, the one that I got my dad was like one that's like, and here you see the father in their natural habitat, and it's just them sat on the toilet.
That is not
If
my
I had
natural
a father-
habitat. I shit on the floor.
Yeah, probably. You definitely piss all over the floor. And the
Oh, that's
radiator,
for sure.
the good guest towels. I don't know.
No, we don't have
Guest
guests.
towels.
We don't have guests. Never mind good ones.
Plenty of people that don't have guests, but they still have the guest towels.
Yeah, they're the sort of people that want guests, though.
Oh, not so sure. I mean, let's just say this is Lecoq, so the good guest towels are the napkins he stole from the local Nando's, but you know.
Nando's, Jesus, I don't live that well.
Maybe the local Mackies.
Local Mackies for sure. We always have a stockpile of fucking napkins for there.
I remember when KFC used to come with the
Oh
wet
yeah,
wipe.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the lemon wet wipes.
Yeah. What happened to them?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think.
Well, the only fucking wet wipe I see in there is the fucking dickhead
This-
behind the counter.
Yeah, it's the staff.
I was gonna say yourself when you look in the mirror.
It's the guy that's trying to convince you
I
that
look in the mirror.
the 4 cans of Coke are the exact same as the 2-litre bottle of Pepsi. Yeah,
I mean, well, I mean, for a start, one's Coke and one's Pepsi. So
yeah, exactly. Like,
I ordered takeaway not long ago, and it came with a bottle of Coke, and on the Coke it said Jessica.
so,
They didn't even ask me my fucking name. I mean, I don't think they've got one that says Reptile on it, but
I just
They
look
were
like
just
you
like-
got a bottle of Coke that said Jessica.
I'm
on
sure
it.
they've got one that says cunt on it, though. Yeah.
they fucking should. Fat cunt. That's what it would say.
Diabetic cunt.
Right, let's make sure everyone gets the chests.
Chesty cunt.
Get out of my fucking way, Hulk, you useless turd.
Do what I want.
There's fucking beanbags in my way.
Right, has everybody got everything?
I do.
Right, we need to go back to the thing so I can grab the faction nonsense and get the polycrons and all that, which I think Lecoq needs to do too, because he still needs to 100. He needs to level up his thing to get to level 150.
You said a whole lot of things that I don't understand.
Kept out of the hands of AIM.
Not a problem. I will send us all back to the helicarrier.
Helicarrier, and then is it the anthill?
You can do all of it from the helicarrier.
Well, last time I asked, you were like, "That's at the anthill."
No. You just go to like the computer and then press right bumper and then you get all the thingy.
I can't even weigh in on this
Yeah,
one.
no, it was the shop guy that was at the anthill, wasn't it? Never mind.
Yeah, it was the shop dude.
I knew there was a dude.
Yeah,
There
dude.
was a dude. There was a dude, and he was at an anthill.
Definitely
Leave me
a dude.
alone.
Yeah, but it was the wrong dude.
You're the wrong dude.
No, I'm not.
I'd say you are, and I should know. I've known a few. Look at the cock. He's fucking wrong. Wrongin'.
I'm not a wrong dude.
You're
You're a wrongin'.
I'm not a wrong'un.
You are absolutely a wrongin'.
You're wrong now.
Why?
I mean, for starters, you're in a fucking call with us.
Yeah.
That screams wrongin'.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, so is that a red flag?
It doesn't look good for you. That's all I'm saying.
That is a very red flag. That's a blood-stained flag. That's...
Well, aren't all my flags bloodstained?
I don't know. How often do you clean them?
Probably.
Depends on how often I clean them.
Just, you can get the stains out. You know, there's little sprays that you can get.
Yeah, not all the stains are red.
Some of them are white, some of them are blue.
30%. 30% stains are something completely different.
38.
38%
Yes.
of the stains.
Hey, Rukia. How you doing?
Well, hello there, Rukia.
Hello there.
Hello, Rukia.
How the fuck do I
Right,
level up
Lecoq,
again?
get the fuck up here.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm meant to do in this.
Well, if you start off by coming the fuck up here.
I'll come wherever I please.
Hey, Tony.
For fuck's sake, yeah, so does sister.
Right, come up where?
Right, this-
Come up where?
Here. And this computer monitor behind me.
Right, that's me.
Oh, that's you. Of course, that's you. Where the fuck is this douche?
I don't know where the fuck you are.
I'm up here.
Right, well, I didn't know where up here was. Jesus Christ.
Right, this computer monitor here.
Where? This one?
The one that's right in front of you.
The one that says that I can't do anything with it.
You press hold.
Ah, now it's doing it. There we go.
I think I was too close to you.
Right.
Select all the things, and then do it again. Press the bumper sticker and collect bumper button, and then do it. Select all the other things, and then you finish those things, and that's how you get polycrons. And no one ever reads the things. You just do lots of things, and then the things happen.
I was gonna say, do I need to find out what these things do, or we're doing good?
They kind of
Rukia.
just happen.
We're
They
doing
just
good.
happen.
They just kind of happen, but you've got to select them first.
You feel him face palming. Think how he feels. He launched that thing
Right,
right through
what are
his
your
skull.
daily missions then? Because I know there's the big daily missions that offer like 20 points.
Oh, I forgot that they even were a thing.
Sorry, I'm stroking a dog right now. Can't hear you.
Is that what you call your penis?
No. I call it Sir Waggington P. Tallywhacker the Third. Obviously.
He actually does.
You're joking.
He had a Facebook profile dedicated to it.
Yeah.
Did you keep track of the rest of us when you were undercover?
Seriously.
Of course I did. Best I could.
Did you know?
I don't know how to feel
Did you know
about
I was in a
that.
bad place?
Both hands.
Yeah. I knew.
Just both hands.
Both hands. Nice bit.
Well, are you two ready?
Ready as I'll ever
I'll
be.
complete a mission using quick match.
Oh, you know what? In that case.
Spider-Man stuff.
There we go.
Complete.
And that-
Oh,
Zone.
thank you for the hair comment.
I mean,
In that
all
case,
this
I'll
stuff
throw
I
us
can
in a
sort
quick
of just
match.
do.
Stop
as
spitting
and
your
when.
water
Well,
everywhere. Jesus, you're
I've thrown
breaking
us in a
computer.
quick match anyway.
How dare you?
Rukia, you're meant to swallow.
That is true, you are.
I just felt how close Rep got to his fucking microphone there to say that.
You remember that time we were playing Resident
Hey-yo.
Evil Resistance? And I was like,
Which
I'm
one?
off for a piss. But then I decided to take the controller with me and
I
leave
do.
the microphone on, and I deliberately pissed in the deepest part of the toilet so that it would make a lot of noise. And I finished and I flushed and I walked back and I'm like, right, I'm ready. And he just goes, yeah, I've got all of that.
Oh,
No
I
worries,
really wish
Rukia.
I was there for
Take
that
your
one.
time. Don't rush.
Oh, I wish I was there for that one.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Sitting there, mouth open, would you?
ASMR.
Oh, you mean like you wish you were there as in like in the audio call, or you wish you were there as in like in the bathroom?
He would have been.
I wish I was there as in the audio call.
He'd have
Yeah,
been there.
one of those I feel a lot more comfortable about than the other. I'm just gonna say.
Why would I want to be in your bathroom while you're pissing?
How should we know what the fuck you might be sitting there, mouth wide open, waiting to be fucking
I don't know
gargled.
why. Yeah, I don't know what. Nugs wants me to shit in his mouth for fuck's sake.
Well, I don't want you to piss in my mouth.
So you say?
Yeah,
He denied
says-
me
says
wanting
that
me
now.
to shit in his first, but then he did it anyway. He was like, "Actually, I do want you to shit in my
Yeah,
mouth."
he doesn't hide it anymore. That's it. He's just straight up about
No.
that now.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't
Well, now
want
he's
you
actually
to...
quite threatening about it. Is what he is.
Well, I
So-
don't
Did you
want
actually
to
level
piss
up
in my
and
mouth.
everything, by the way, Cockles?
No, because nobody
you
let me do it.
Press the middle, the
touchpad.
touchpad in.
Yeah.
Yeah, press it,
Yeah, did that.
and then you got like your skills.
Wait, what? I've got skills.
No, but your character does.
Good skills. They're multiplying.
No, they're
And
not.
I'm
No.
losing control.
That bit I believe.
Well, that he's losing control.
Oh wait, we got more stuff.
If you hold down L, is it L2? It equips all of your strongest gear as well, just
yeah.
like auto. And then, if you remember rightly, you go through everything. Tap like all the stuff that you're not using. Tap it with the square button,
Yeah.
and then hold it afterwards, and it destroys the bullshit that you don't require.
Right, come on, reptilian deity.
There we go. This guy's a bit tougher. Oof.
Follow me in the kiosk.
Hang on, I found a chest already. It's over here, hidden away,
Oh.
glowing in a tunnel.
Oh, I want to have a look at this chest glowing in a tunnel over here.
Yeah, I've seen many. Oh, we're in Wakanda.
Yeah, we're in Wakanda.
There we go. That's the button I wanted to be pressing.
Because if it's got a shield... Actually, no, it probably won't have a shield logo on it because they're Wakandan chest.
What the fuck are you doing? It's like the spawn room shit that Iron Man does in fucking Marvel Rivals.
What's
What?
that?
You know, there's like the glitching, the humpy glitching that he does.
Oh,
to-
the fake hump.
Yes.
I don't even know what you're on about with... I don't know how I would have done the fake hump.
No, I don't know. You were just glitching very rapidly.
Oh, weird.
He just needed to plug his controller in properly. That's all.
I think it's probably Iron Man's heard the like absolutely heinous shit we've been talking about, and it's like, nope, get me out of here.
I want
Suit
none of this.
compromise. Suit compromise. 30% come all over it. Suit compromise. Sorry, 38%.
Yeah, you think it's bad getting out your keyboard? Try getting out of Jarvis.
We gotta love getting out your Jarvis.
Oh, this spider's a tough one. Oh, not
Thank you.
anymore. It's got the rolled up newspaper to it.
Put it in a jar.
That's what Ladycock does. She catches him in a glass and then puts signs on it saying, "Do not let out. He's learning a lesson."
I was someone who's like, oh, I don't like killing spiders. They caught it in a jar, right? They then proceeded to hoof it out the window. I'm like, what do you think fucking happened? Do you think the spider like I know?
They don't
Obviously,
suffer fall
Spider-Man.
damage, yeah.
Yeah, they just. I mean, tarantulas notoriously, if you even drop them from your height to the floor, can actually it breaks their spines.
Yeah, that's the big ones. You know, little ones it doesn't happen to. The little ones are like impervious to drop fall damage.
But you actually get the little ones, and they just float.
Yeah, they just catch the wind and so long, sucker.
God, I'm getting thrown out the place, huh?
Yeah, they whip up a quick little web thing.
I'm out of here. Sayonara, darlings.
Yeah, they just
do
like
not-
whip away like Spider-Man.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like the thing is as well. The person was a student at the time and lived in I think like the 5th floor. It's fucking yeah. Like, what do you think it is just gonna whip away?
Some do.
Let's
Yeah.
chuck a spider out of the 5th floor window.
Like they go, I'm not fucking falling for this, and then they just
It's
web
fun.
themselves to the wall, you know?
You know, at that point, you may as well just get a rolled up newspaper and squash the cunt.
I mean, I know most of the spiders we get, because we're back onto a field and a bunch of woods and all that sort of stuff, they're normally quite big, so when you chuck them out the window, you hear the thud, and then they get up and run off.
You hear a thud when
Yeah.
dropping a spider.
Yeah,
The cops that throw spiders out of the window, they throw him. That's the truth of where all his injuries really come from.
yeah, it's the spiders.
No, for me they just happen.
Yeah, Final Destination.
Great franchise.
Nah, well overplayed, like Saw and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
I
but
like Saw.
for Carmen, Final Destination is a documentary.
So is Saw, to be honest.
Nah.
Well, how many times have you woken up in a actually, yeah, no, fair enough, we've all been there.
We've all been there.
Once or twice.
We've woken up while we've been unconscious underwater.
I wouldn't make a movie franchise about it, but we've been there once or twice, yeah.
It's also, I'm gonna be honest, like, I enjoyed the first Saw movie.
The first one
But
was
it-
brilliant.
Yeah, but it does kind of break the rules. The whole, they need a legitimate chance to get out of it.
Yeah.
And the game shouldn't be rigged. Because he wakes up underwater, which, by the way, should be physically fucking impossible to begin with. He'd drown. But the key goes down in an instant. Like, it's literally, you wake up, you move, the key goes up, down the thing, and you're fucked. Before you've even, like, figured out where you are. If that's not rigging the game so that someone loses...
Wasn't that set up by Amanda?
No,
No.
because that was before Amanda.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't. It was she gets a mention in it, but they recap on
Well,
it
I
at the
think
end
they
of the third one.
retconned it. They retconned it that the dude who sawed his own foot off was actually one of them. Or
Yeah,
something.
that's right.
I don't know if that was
Yeah. That was like Saw 5, where they're like, hey, here's an apprentice.
Yeah, no, Dorking would be the one to ask. Dorking loves Saw. Just never mention the movie Jigsaw to him. You'll make him.
Why?
Just-
I remember. I remember watching
Jigsaw was
before I
awful.
had surgery.
You know how I react if you mention.
Resident
Yeah,
Evil.
Djokovic.
Yeah. Just all I'm saying is, you mention like the Saw movies to Dorking. Be ready to kiss away like 2 hours of your life. You mention Jigsaw, add an extra 2 hours to that.
Oh, I might do that then, because I like listening to like long story stuff about Saw.
Oh, it's more of a rant than a story.
Yeah, no, that's Jigsaw's not a story. Jigsaw, you will get the same reaction from him that you get from me for mentioning her.
What was
Ilioglu.
what was the other one that came out? It was a spin-off, but not really quite a spin-off type thing.
Oh, Spiral, the Book of Saw.
Yeah, that was it. That was actually not bad, that one.
No, that was terrible.
It was not bad. It was better than fucking Jigsaw.
I would rather watch Jigsaw.
Don't fucking lie. Nobody would rather watch Jigsaw.
I honestly would rather watch Jigsaw.
I'd rather watch someone put a Jigsaw together. That count.
You can get
Honestly,
it.
yeah, I would rather watch someone put a Jigsaw together.
You get that
Than
on
watch
Twitch.
Spiral.
There's enough people that'll put jigsaws together on Twitch, that's for sure.
And if you like Saw, talk to Dorking, because he will talk forever about Saw. And I say that in a good way. Dork, if you're watching, that's not a bad thing.
So it's like me with Assassin's Creed.
But yeah, it transpires.
Yeah,
that,
or me with Marvel. Or me with dinosaurs.
I think
Or
it's.
me with how much I fucking despise Mila Jovovich.
I think it's Saw 3 where it transpires that Amanda didn't feel that they were worthy to redeem themselves, so she set a lot of the things up for them to fail.
Obviously, the first one's kind of fun. The second one, the reveal is that Amanda was in on it.
Yeah.
And then the third one is the one where he actually has like the brain operation, and it turns out she's been rigging the
the games.
Yeah.
And then like 4 and 5 are more focused on Amanda's game.
And then when does the other one turn up? The one that is the proper villain.
That's 5, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, is it because the one that
5.
his wife tries to kill, and then he actually beats the bear trap thing by sticking his head in the doorway?
Yeah, I think that's like 5.
And then that's
6
when they
is
reveal
when
that the doc from the first one is now an apprentice and stuff.
Yeah, in like number 6, they reveal that like at the end or something.
And if I thought he was revealed in number 4.
No, 4 was when they revealed that Hoffman was the new Saul all along, sort of thing. So it's like at the end you think he's trapped, but in actual fact he's been playing them the whole time.
Yeah.
I remember there was the big reveal of 4. Was it 4? Was that there was another apprentice? Because they were like, do you really think that like the 60-pound woman or the aging, dying cancer patient could kidnap people and drag them back to wherever?
Yeah, that's right. And that was the one where they had the FBI agents and that sort of stuff doing try to track it all down, and then the police officer was getting criticised about barging in and stuff like that.
Not barging in.
How he like always act before he thought, barging in instead of waiting for backup, and then so like it ends with him.
Riggs' trials.
Yeah. It ends with him busting in and getting fucking capped because they were sitting fucking pointing the gun at the door the whole time. Sorry to spoil it for anybody that's not seen it.
Oh, fuck him. Who do you think is the most like powerful slasher villain?
The most powerful slasher villain?
Like the one that's the most difficult. I don't know, like the most dangerous, I guess. Because I heard a concept that actually puts one of the weaker ones right at the top, and you can't fault it.
Well, I feel like if I had to give an answer, it would be Freddy.
Hey, thanks.
Do you sleep a lot?
Yeah, I was gonna say like any ADHD person can beat his ass.
See, I've got a plan with Freddy. If I were human, do you know what I'd do? I'd offer him a deal. I'm like, look, you, Kruger, my old mucker, my old pal, you're gonna let me grow dreamweed in your dream realm. And as a bonus, I would say 5% of the people that smoke it you can kill. Like, I'll keep bringing you people, and we'll split the customers, and we get weed out of it. Come on, Krugs.
I think he'd be down with that, to be honest.
You would turn Kruger into a drug dealer.
Come on, man. Dreamweed.
Dreamweed.
And it's not drug dealer. Weed is a perfectly natural fucking plant.
It's certainly not Vahura's, because, I mean, really, when you think about it, he's just a mama's boy with a fucking temper tantrum.
What, Jason?
No, yeah. And Michael is, I mean, better when you don't explain him. Right?
Yeah, he's another mama's boy with anger issues. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, it was never really explained. Unless you go by the Rob Zombie remakes, or the whole Cult of Thorn thing, which was just stupid.
Yeah, I think the Rob Zombie one's what I'm basing it on. It's
Like, who is the weaker one that kind of brings up to the top?
Fair enough. Well, I mean, Chucky's got a massive power boost lately, where he can just clone himself over and over and over again, and have dozens.
Oh, from the TV shows.
Yeah, he can do that in the later movies as well. In fact, it was in the movie
Wait,
that it
there's
first
TV
revealed.
shows?
Yeah. Oh, there's
Yeah,
a really
Chucky's
good
got-
Chucky series. It's
Yeah,
really
there's a Chucky.
good.
Yeah, there's a Chucky TV show, and it's got like 2 seasons at the minute. And it's
Holy
really
fuck.
good.
Yeah, no, it is really good, dude.
It's
But
like
yeah, you've got to
surprisingly
watch.
good.
You've got to watch the movies first, apart from the fucking
Yeah, I've seen all the movies.
AI one.
Except for the remake one that had fucking Aubrey
Oh, that
Aubrey
stupid
Plaza in
man.
it.
That made Basta Green, I'm sure.
I'm not averse to Aubrey Plaza films, but I don't think she was well suited for Chucky.
I've got a few places she'd be well suited.
But yeah, so who's this weak one that kind of goes to the top?
But I have to say, hang on. So if you're going with Kruger,
Mhm.
I would say on par with Kruger, and this is the crossover movie I wish could happen, but now never can. But Freddy versus Candyman, because they
Oh, I
are
would love
very,
Freddy versus Candyman.
very much on par. Like they both use bladed weapons on the hand.
They're often in the
whatever.
sort of almost dream
both of
sequence
them-
type thing.
Yeah, but also both of them can only continue existing if you fear them. Like, because the whole thing, now it's slightly different. The whole thing with Candyman is if you call him out, you're basically shining him on.
Yeah.
You know, you're casting doubt on his existence. And if you cast doubt on his existence, then he has to come, because if people stop believing, then he ceases to exist. And that's
Yeah.
sort of like the whole
It's-
thing.
it's
That's
kind-
why he's very much like, I'm obliged to come.
It's kind of
Yeah,
like
you-
the
you
game,
call-
you know. As soon as you think about it, you're lost.
Yep. Whereas Kruger obviously is just he needs people to fear him so that he can keep killing.
Yeah.
It's a good recipe, you know.
It's and they both sort of exist in realms beyond. You know, you have to know about them and this sort of stuff. Imagine Kruger's the kind of person who would then do it and shine him on and be like, and he would call Candyman in the mirror, and it's like, how the fuck does that now work?
Yeah, like,
it, would
plus
be
the
an
one,
it would be an
like-
interesting concept.
yeah, plus the one thing I will say is if we're including like every Candyman movie, technically he can pass on his powers.
Eh.
'Cause
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, the end of the Candyman remake, the main character becomes the new Candyman.
That's right, yeah.
The thing is, if you actually watch the original Candyman, she becomes this, like Helen becomes the thing at the end.
That's right.
Her ex-husband. Now the thing about the original Candyman is it actually never specifies that he's actually real at all. It's
No.
only until the sequel where you can no longer deny his existence. But
And-
in the original Candyman, she could have just been insane.
That's where the Candyman sort of comes into it, though, is like everybody tries to explain it and nobody fucking believes it. They're just like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's the thing. If you watch that first movie and you just watch it as a slasher movie, then yeah, Candyman exists. She challenges him. A bunch of shit goes down. Her life gets ruined. Yada yada yada. But you go back
Yeah.
and watch it. There's nothing that proves that Candyman was ever real.
yeah. It could have all been in her head and she just murdered
Yeah,
everybody.
the whole thing. It could have just been her being a psychopath.
Like shrooms.
Yeah.
Science centuries ago. Should be embarrassed.
If you ever seen
As soon
that
as
film.
you hit the sequels, though, it kind of verifies it. Oh yes, no, it's a supernatural force, 100%, absolutely.
Confirm.
Yeah, Candyman is real.
Up above Kruger and Candyman is obviously Pinhead and Wishmaster.
Oh, I forgot about Wishmaster.
Everybody
yeah,
forgets
both-
about Wishmaster.
Yeah, it's not great, but if you just take it at face value, power levels, Wishmaster and Pinhead are easily way more powerful than Kruger and Candyman.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially Pinhead.
but they're too powerful.
Yeah.
That's why. That's the boring thing about them.
Okay, so the one that could simultaneously be the weakest and the strongest is Ghostface.
Yeah, because it's an idea.
Ghostface?
It's,
Exactly. So Ghostface is just human, right? Except, like, the idea is that, yes, Ghostface isn't a singular person. Ghostface is a concept. He's an idea. And ideas can never die. And that's why you just keep getting more and more and more.
I can tell you right now, ideas do die because my workplace is full of brain dead, idealist fucks.
Well, they never had an idea to begin with, but it's, you know what I mean. But the idea is that Ghostface cannot be stopped because there will just be another one that picks up the mantle.
That's right.
There'll be another one who's inspired by it, another one who desperately seeks the fame and
thinks they can do
never-ending cult.
Yeah, it's basically somebody else thinks that they can succeed where the others failed and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and it just keeps going on and on and on. So Ghostface will outlive them all while simultaneously dying quickly. I mean, if we're not taking villains into consideration, then obviously Ash is the best because he can beat anyone.
Yeah, fair enough. Ash could theoretically beat everyone.
I don't have the exact location of
No, but
I mean, also
when you put it like that,
Ash the character.
yeah. I will say, when you put it like that, like the idea that Ghostface is an idea who will never, like theoretically, will just never die, because there will always be one person that will take up the mantle. I could actually see what you mean. It just then comes into question on like, I guess the logistics of the battle, because, you know, there is only one Jason Voorhees, there is only one Freddy Krueger. So would it be one of the ghost faces versus, like, Jason, or would it be all of them?
I don't think we go into it that sort of deep. In a singular fight, Ghostface loses.
Yeah, he's only got a knife and that's it.
Yeah, he's got a shotgun at some point.
Yeah, there's only a number of 6 or something like that. Yeah.
But he did steal it.
He did. There was a little bit of crime involved there.
Also, if you were going to throw them all in a battle royale, Ghostface. Now, I don't think this would do Ghostface that well, but Ghostface does have the added advantage that he knows all of the other ones, and he knows what they do, and he knows what their tactics are.
Well, yeah, he does know their movies.
Yeah. He's an encyclopedic knowledge on everything Jason Voorhees has ever done in his,
career. Yeah, let's call it.
Not that it would matter, because Jason wouldn't give two shits, but...
It's the general idea of he'll know how to survive that bit longer.
But yeah, as long as there are people, Ghostface will always exist.
But that was always the hook with Scream, was the fact that it was a person. Yeah, it was a person. It made it more real, more plausible, you know.
Yeah, it was a crazy psychotic fan of horror movies.
Yeah, because at the end of the 90s, everybody was fucking bored of classic horrors because it's just like zombies, whatever. You know, vampires, how to get rid of them.
Because obviously vampires vampires are less so, but zombies then of course made a massive comeback.
They did,
in the 2000s with was it Dawn of the Dead, Shaun of the Dead, obviously The Walking Dead suddenly.
I was going to say The Walking Dead.
It was Shaun of the Dead had done it, revamped.
Well, the funny thing is, Shaun of the Dead, there hadn't been a zombie movie, a proper one, for a long time. Not in the Western sort of area. I think like Italy and stuff.
At least I think they had. I can't remember which one came out first, if it was the Dawn of the Dead remake or if it was Shaun of the Dead.
This is the thing, right? Shaun of the Dead was originally going to go with the tagline, if you watch one zombie movie this year, make it Shaun of the Dead. The joke being that it was the only zombie movie.
Yeah.
And then they found out that Dawn of the Dead has been remade and was coming out about the same time. And another zombie movie, I think, was on the sort of horizon. 28 Days Later
it doesn't count. It's an infection.
I mean, you're splitting hairs, but it did sort of, in the eyes of many, it revitalized the zombie genre. That and, Dawn of the Dead.
28 Days Later did kind of revive the whole zombie genre.
But yeah, Shaun of
the Dead revived George A. Romero. It was because of that he started making the zombie movies again.
Yeah. If you watch Land of the Dead, which was Romero's next one, you actually see Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg as zombies.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, if you ever watch it...
those two as zombies.
Yeah, if you watch it, they're the ones that there's someone taking photos with, taking selfies, basically, with zombies that are chained up.
Yeah.
In the arena place, and if you look, it's Sean and Edgar Wright, and it's Simon Pegg's even wearing Sean's t-shirt with the little name badge.
I think he might even have the headband on. I can't remember properly, but yeah. And
I remember. he's in the costume, and then Edgar Wright's just sort of like wearing a suit or something. I think I can't remember.
Yeah.
I love how Rep keeps kicking me because I'm wearing white, and he keeps thinking I'm
Yeah, well,
Floyd.
fucking robots are all white, and you're white. And
Yes.
Lecoq's white now as well. Everybody's fucking white.
Yeah. All these white men
I
about.
am offended. I am offended.
Why?
No. Don't really care.
Was it the other day?
Just making a joke.
Me and Lady Cock were watching. It was a sort of zombie outbreak. It wasn't even a zombie. It was more of an outbreak movie called Flu. It was like Korean, and the entire
Flu, wasn't that just got sinus infection?
in the entire movie, there's like one white person. Would you believe that he's the one at the end of it that wants to fucking nuke the city and wipe out everybody infected with this virus? And we're sitting there. We're sitting there at the end of it. Fucking white people. Jesus Christ.
Oh dear. Hey, Lecoq.
Yeah.
And Carmen, actually, but here's a question. Have you ever seen a movie called Juan of the Dead?
I've still never found it to watch it.
Oh, it is one of those
you have
ones.
told
I found
me.
it. Yeah. I found it for like £2 on DVD once. And thought that this is going to be some foreign rip-off of Shaun of the Dead that's going to be so shit that it's good.
Like many movies are.
Yeah, like, it's actually it's its own movie. It doesn't copy, apart from the title is similar to Shaun of the Dead.
Hey, thank you, Lockroom.
It does not steal any of the tropes. It has a whole lot of its own jokes that it comes up with. It is really good.
Thank you for the
it is
poll.
its own movie. But yeah, Juan of the Dead is actually really, really good.
I've always looked
Never
out
heard
for
of
it
it.
since you mentioned it to me like 5 years ago, but still never found it anywhere.
I've never heard of it.
Well, you've also never heard of like not falling and killing yourself.
Hey, that is just my Saturday like mornings, alright? But no, I've never heard of Juan of the Dead.
Well, there you go. You do now.
It is really good. That's one of my... And yeah, I honestly thought it would just be a shitty Shaun of the Dead remake.
But it didn't happen.
And it's really not. It is actually really its own thing, and it does it really well.
To be fair, all about zombie movies. I still need to watch, was it like Train to Busan or something like that?
Oh, that's brilliant.
I'm going to be honest. Look, Juan of the Dead on DVD is £8.75 on Amazon.
I don't have a DVD player anymore.
I mean, it's probably on fucking... On Blu-ray, it's £21.
A PlayStation's not able to run DVDs anymore?
I'm pretty sure it can. I think Cock's just being a bit...
I think they delayed it. I think they delayed the encoders, so when it first came out, you couldn't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure when the PS5 first came out, it didn't have the ability to do DVDs.
I was going to say, because I remember...
it is not on Prime Video.
Yeah.
Because I remember PS4 you could watch DVDs.
Yeah, that's right. But then on the PS3, you could do backwards compatibility.
You could watch
PS2.
fucking DVDs on the PS2. But... Do you know what the first DVD I ever owned was?
Go on.
The Matrix.
For me, it was Bone Collector.
Oh, I bet.
For me, it was Alien.
Was it the wrong Bone Collector?
I bought it off the nice little man. It used to sit at the edge of the industrial estate, yeah.
Yeah, you know that meme that's like, I think I downloaded the wrong version? Yeah, that was...
that was the right version.
No,
That's the one I intended to get.
The first movie I remember watching...
The girls never came. The girls never came.
The first movie I remember watching on DVD was Alien.
I got a two for one special. It was the Bone Collector and American Pie.
Oh, good old...
I never liked American Pie.
Weirdo. Fucking woke motherfucker. Yeah.
It's because it was about people actually having sex.
Not one of them fell over and hurt themselves. They couldn't identify with the
He didn't like
character.
the downer ending where they actually got what they wanted. He wanted them to be miserable forever.
Not my fault.
Apparently, they're
He walked through the whole movie expecting Andrew Tate to turn up in the fucking post-credit scene.
Apparently, there's meant to be a new one. It's American Funeral.
fucking it.
And
No,
it's
but now
and it's
I'm
meant
Naked
it's
Gun.
meant to be based around the death of Stifler's mom.
Ah.
Well, there's
Stifler's
a-
mom was 100% Stacy's mom. Like
Yeah.
the two, like. I
No.
bet if they could have got away with the copyright, that song would have been slightly different. It would have been like
Stifler's mom has got it going on.
I don't know if
More
you
of
still
it.
have the Stifler, can't you see? Or just not the girl for me.
But no, like, have you not seen the new Naked Gun trailer?
Yes.
I have. I love it when they're all sort of looking at their father's photos and it gets round to the dude looking at OJ. He's like, nope,
Nope.
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 Oh,
I
no, my personal favorite.
at first I thought that looks garbage, but then the more and more I watch it, it's like, do you know what? That is more on par with the style of humor that they had back then than anything else.
So the one that both fills me with joy and fear is obviously that they've announced Spaceballs.
Oh
It's
yeah.
making
Baseballs too.
Yeah. I really hope they call it Spaceballs 2, the search for more money.
I think they have
But
just
they're
called it.
not though.
Yeah.
No, I think they've gave it a different subtitle.
No.
At the moment, it doesn't have a subtitle. It just says that there's a new Spaceballs, and then it says The Schwartz Awakens.
Yeah, I feel like that is the.
I don't know if that will... I love the fact that in the interview... Well, not the interview, but the little video as well, he sat there wearing Spaceballs, the sweater.
Well, I just find it funny that they poked fun at everything. It was like DC Universe attempt number 1, DC Universe attempt number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually more surprised that Mel Brooks is still alive.
Yeah, when I sent him the thing, he's like, wait, he's still alive?
Because he was old as
Oh.
shit when I was a kid. Yeah, I was like,
Mel Brooks has never been young.
All I'm gonna say is I've never baseballs.
You've never-
You think they could ever do a sequel to Blazing Saddles?
no.
Blazing Saddles.
Oh my
you
god,
not-
dude. He's
Oh, Carmen, have you not seen
he's-
Blazing Saddles?
he's too
I've never
young.
heard of it.
He's too young.
Oh my fucking Christ.
I've never heard of Blazing Saddles.
Really?
You need to watch... So, the three Mel Gibson movies that I think are the best... Although, didn't he do Men in Tights as well? Wasn't that him?
Yes.
Not Mel Gibson, Mel Brooks.
Yeah,
Well,
he
fuck
done
Mel
Men in
Gibson.
Tights as well. Yeah.
Yeah. No, so Men in Tights, Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, and Spaceballs are absolute musts.
Young Frankenstein
I've never
is
seen any of them.
the only one I've not seen all the way through. I've seen most of it, but it was that way where it was only ever on like very late at night on Channel 2, occasionally, and you were lucky if you caught it, sort of thing. And I've never seen it all the way through properly.
I've never seen them full stop. Like, I've never seen Spaceballs. I've never
You're
seen Men in
fucking.
Tights.
What are you doing with your life?
Yeah, you've not hurting himself in more ways than... Like, I thought your physical injuries were how you were hurting yourself, but you're hurting yourself by not watching these good movies.
Hey,
Like,
you know,
you watch-
pain
you
is more than
watch all-
physical.
So, like, Airplane, Naked Gun, and Mel Brooks are basically what spoof movies should be.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of them, like, I've never seen... I know of Naked Gun, and I know of Airplane, and I know of, like, Spaceballs and stuff, but I've never watched them.
It was
They are
the,
proper spoof movies.
they are the movies
Not like
I grew
fucking
up with.
Scary Movie and
Disaster
Yeah.
movie and...
yeah, they
movie.
are... Like, modern day ones are shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, I grew up with those things, and to me, that's what comedy always was those things.
Yeah. Like, that's how you do a spoof movie.
Yeah. Is
I remember... I remember
everything's
growing up on the
open
disaster
season,
movie.
nothing's off limits. You just anything that was a movie, it dared to be a movie, got the piss ripped out of it.
Like, I remember watching Disaster movie and cringing at it.
Yeah, those were
They're
cringe
fucking
though.
awful. That's the thing. And those old ones, it has a mixture of everything. So it's like you have stupid humor, you have toilet humor, you have.
Oh, hey Blaze.
Hey, Blaze.
Welcome back. We'll talk about spoof movies.
Did you ever see one Reptile that was called Top Secret?
No. Oh, Carmen, please tell me you've at least seen Hot Shots.
Oh yeah. Well, Top Secret was kind of like Hot Shots, but it was like 10 years before it. and it was
What did you say? I've
Val
never heard
Kilmer
of
was the main character in it, and it was
Have you ever seen... Sorry,
it's
Carmen,
based
have you
in
ever
World
seen
War
Top Gun?
II.
I've never seen. Like, what, Top Gun?
Yes.
No, never seen it.
Well, to be fair, I mean,
Yeah,
everyone raves about it. You don't really need to have watched it, but the first Hot Shots is based on like Top Gun. The second Hot Shots Part 2 is based on like Rambo.
yeah.
Oh, I've watched Rambo.
Rambo 2 specifically.
I've watched Rambo.
Also, you and Lecoq kind of remind me of the general guy in Hot Shots. Like, he's had that many injuries. Like, every single scene with him is like, oh, be careful, I blew out my ear canal, and yada, 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 or I lost a leg, and this, like, everything's
Fake on him, yeah.
Yeah, no, you guys need to watch some proper spoof movies. So, yeah, like Airplane, Naked Gun, Spaceballs, Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein.
Hot Shot.
Like, these ones have, Hot Shots.
Top Secret.
These ones have clever. I don't think I've seen that.
Top Secret's
No, I'm
brilliant.
not like a scary movie, disaster movie, epic movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, those ones are shit.
I agree.
Like,
I'm pretty sure
these ones are good. Like,
I'm pretty
they
sure
have
Airplane's on
clever
Amazon Prime, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Hot Shots I think is on Disney Plus.
I'm pretty sure I've seen like the Naked Gun movies or like Airplane
I
or
should
even
hope
both
so.
on Amazon.
So basically, the only modern-ish one that I would say would qualify as a spoof movie that is good is Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, to be fair, you could say that about the entire Cornetto trilogy.
No, I didn't
But
find
Shaun
The
of the
World's
Dead-
End to be as good as Hot Fuzz or Shaun of the Dead.
Hot Fuzz actually grew on me as time went on. When I first watched it, I wasn't...
I fucking ended myself watching Hot Shots. Hot
Shots.
Did I say Hot Fuzz while it was in the cinema? And I think it was just because some of it was just so unexpected. You know, the bit where he drop kicks the granny in the face. I just fucking spat popcorn all over the fucking cinema when that happened. Because I just wasn't expecting it at all. And
The thing is, though,
up to that point, it was a rather boring movie. You know, you're just sitting there going, really? When's something interesting going to happen?
No, the thing is, I always thought Paul was part of the Cornetto trilogy.
It's very close to being.
Yeah, but not quite. I think
Although the one thing the one thing I did like about World's End is that the bit at the end where they basically tell him to fuck off, and the alien's like, you know what? Yeah, fuck it, you're on your own. Like, we
You're
don't
too
care
stubborn.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, fuck it.
I think Shaun of the Dead was the best one.
But
Like,
if you
without a
if you
shadow of a
watch-
doubt.
have you ever seen Spaced?
Based was
No.
quality. I've got the full fucking
Based-
box set
yeah.
somewhere.
Was it like 2 seasons?
Yeah, it was only 2 seasons, and I think it was only about 8 episodes a season or something like that. Maybe 6.
So you should try and
I've heard
find
of it.
Spaced. Yeah, Spaced is what started it all.
Yeah.
So Simon Pegg, Edgar Wright, like the whole cast of Shaun of the Dead are in there.
In fact, it was specifically season 1, episode 2, where he's sitting playing Resident Evil 2 all night while on speed or something like that.
Yeah, he basically does speed and shrooms or something.
Yeah.
He's playing, I think it's actually like episode 4? Because I thought it was episode 2, and then it turns out to be later in the series. than I thought.
Probably. But yeah, he was just sitting there playing Resident Evil 2 the whole fucking night, and it
Yeah, and then
was
towards
that.
the end of the episode, he starts hallucinating.
That's right. Ah!
And thinks that he's in the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, that's basically what kick-started Shaun of the Dead.
I think I've seen it about, but I've just never watched it.
Yeah.
I always
know what
like,
it'll be on.
what's his character's name? Is it Ian? The
No.
guy downstairs that's the painter.
Oh, fuck. I can't remember now.
Because they're like, oh yeah, what do you paint? Landscapes and stuff? He's like, no, I paint pain. And then like, he like paints emotions, and it just goes through all these emotions. He's like crying and throwing paint at the canvas.
Yeah, he's like, when he says pain, he just sits there like a pin and jabs it into his finger and stuff.
No, I've never watched Spaced.
Oh, you've got to. You've really got to.
Yeah, it won't take you that long, and it is whether you love it or hate it. It's one of those things where you might find it interesting either way, from the fact that that's got sort of
Yeah.
what spawns the Cornetto
Yeah.
trilogy from that.
I know that, like, I know there's another thing as well that I want to watch. There's Simon Pegg, and it's like Lost in Mars or something.
I don't know. Movie night when? Oh god.
Well, I plan on doing movies in the Discord. I'm still starting with Jurassic Park though.
See, I've seen people say about movie nights, but I've never actually thought what to do.
I found out as well. Carmen has never seen the '90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Disappoint.
Mission success.
I remember sitting at home one night with a fucking a blank VHS trying to record it.
Is that back when you had to twiddle the area?
Yeah, it was like sitting there and you had to like pause it and start it again when the adverts kicked in and what have you. You had the little black and white fucking GIF up in the top right hand corner to let you know what adverts were about to kick in.
Excellent work.
No, I never watched the '90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah, disgusting.
I never watched the second Jurassic Park movie. I've never watched Based. I've never watched like any of those spoof movies you've mentioned.
Why do we let this guy come here? Yeah.
Oh, I like to keep him around as a deterrent. If Carmen's here, then bad things are going to happen to him instead of me.
Well, I guess.
Oh, cheers.
He's basically like, like I'm Rick and he's Morty, It's like I keep him around because, and one day we'll find there's an evil one of him out there somewhere.
He is missing out.
So, what's the evil version of me then?
I don't think it's so much really evil, it's more just, I don't know.
I don't know, but I do think he probably has an eye patch. And if you already have an eye patch, then he has an eye patch on the other eye.
Well, I did grow up wearing an eye patch because I had to try and strengthen my lazy eye.
Oh, here we
Do
go.
not surprise me.
No, because you gotta remember, like, back in the day when, like, my lazy eye was so bad that I'd have to have an eye patch over my right eye to try and strengthen my left.
Jesus fucking.
Would you have to wear a nut patch if you had a lazy nut?
I don't know.
I don't think there was ever really a test for that.
How do I test for lazy nuts?
Well, it's a sperm count, really, I think.
Like undescended testicle? I'm going to refer... That's a new insult. Call somebody an undescended testicle.
Your testicles have yet to drop.
Greetings, Avengers. Resistance Intel has identified the location of another shield vault.
Yeah, it's. I'm not even saying that their balls haven't dropped. I'm saying they are the ball that hasn't
Find the
dropped.
vault and recover its resources before our enemies have a chance to find it.
Oh man, that's gonna.
I gotta say though, Rep, you're a twat for that. You only keep me around so you don't get hurt yourself.
You only just realised that I'm evil as fuck.
No, I'm just calling you a twat for it.
Not even evil; it's just inconsiderate.
No, the thing is, I'm smiling while saying this.
No, careful there! You'll fucking break something.
It's not so much the fact that I'm evil for it. It's the fact that it's also genius that he hates.
Poor sap.
No, it is true. It's like it's so bad. It's so like evil. It's funny.
Yes,
Oh,
suddenly me sitting
I'm
in one
glad
workplace and saying I'm in the other doesn't seem quite such a evil thing after all, does it? In comparison.
I've done some truly evil things in my time, and you know what? I'd fucking do them again.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, see?
And I'm not doing GTA 5 twice.
Why?
Until Elon gets on the phone.
Only takes you about a day.
No, I mean like the platinum.
You get used to it,
Haven't you
Carmen.
got to do it? Haven't you got to do it 3 times?
What, the story?
Yeah, to get the plat. Do you not need all 3 endings? Like save Trevor, save Michael, and then all hell breaks loose.
I think you can save it before it.
Well, you can do mission replay.
Yeah.
Boo.
I'm going to be using mission replay.
I'm pretty
I
sure
am
I will
not doing
never
the
finish
story
it
over and over and
once.
over again.
I'll never finish it once. I couldn't be honest. Doing it
Are
again.
you going to platinum The Witcher, which you can't do mission replay on?
Do I know something?
With its multiple endings?
I never
and its
even got around to
difficult
finishing The Witcher. Never mind platinum it.
Oh, you should.
Don't
It's
know-
so fucking good.
I
Do you
got
wanna
to
know
the
something?
end, and then it's just like that way where I thought, oh, I'm going to do all the side quests before I even do it. And then I got distracted by something long enough for me to forget how to play the fucking game.
Do you want to know something, Raph, if I'm going to
Yeah.
plan The Witcher?
Go for it.
I will.
You're going to do it.
Yeah, I will do it. I will platinum The
See,
Witcher 3.
I need to do play it again, do it on the difficult, more difficult settings. I need to get the other endings. The one thing that's winding me up is on my current playthrough.
Hentai Battle.
I am
VR
two-
Hentai
No, I'm not
Battle
doing
Royale.
that.
I am 2 fucking Gwent cards off of getting the whole fucking set of Gwent cards, and it's annoying me because I want to do it before I start the game again.
Does anybody actually understand Gwent? Or is that,
Yes,
or is that just the sick joke of it? Is just people pretend it's like art. Nobody really likes it. They just act like they like it, and the folk that don't
I have the
understand.
platinum for Doki Doki Literature Club, if that counts, Blaze.
You can platinum these nuts. Oh, you're fucking Iron Man again. Stop looking like one of them.
It's funny because it's
Okay,
not
fine,
me.
fine. Fine. I'll change colour. You know what? I'll be black instead.
Wow.
Okay, Jesus. I don't think you can do that.
These are
You
going from
can,
white
there's
to black.
No, you can't. There's the original Sin armor that's black and gold.
Man's gone full blackface.
Oh god, yeah. It's disgusting.
Absolutely.
Hey, you
great.
kept complaining that I was wearing the white armor, so I'm wearing the black armor.
Wear the blue one.
No, fine, I'll wear the blue one.
Don't be racially insensitive. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Where's the blue one? There's the blue one I like.
I'm so white that I get to be offended on behalf of all people for
Well, I get to wear the blue and gold one then.
Told you.
I'm
Carmen.
wearing the Power Ranger armor. There we go.
I told you.
Don't rep.
I told you.
No.
Told you it would happen.
No. Do not speak another word.
Do it.
He said he'd never follow my orders ever again. And I told him that he would, and that it was inevitable. Even if you switch back now, it doesn't matter, you've already done it, so it counts.
And it's being recorded.
I was going to say, and it's been recorded.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love the
right.
fact that as soon as I said I told you, you were like, no. Like, you knew exactly what I meant. That was a few weeks ago.
That's like the wee man where I like
A week and a half ago.
that's,
Yeah, it was like I was bored and I told him to go live to do the Ultron stuff on Marvel Rivals.
No,
He was
it
already
wasn't.
doing it anyway, and then I was like, go live so I can see it. I'm bored, and he's like, okay.
No, it was not last Saturday. It was the Saturday before.
it sounds like the wee man though, like
No, I actually,
when you tell him not to do something
remember it.
because he's gonna get hurt or something like that, and then he does it and he gets hurt, and you're like, I told you. You're just about to say, I told you, and he's like, no, I don't want to hear it. No, that's enough.
Recon.
Here we go.
Hey, Recon, how you doing?
No. The thing is, I actually remember it was not last Saturday, it was the Saturday before.
It's
Because
whatever
I went to
Saturday
go
he
and make
told you
myself
it
a
is.
drink. Because I actually remember I went to go and make a drink, and Rep was like, "Yo, join the call." And I'm like, "No, I don't want to join that call. I don't want to be the first one into the group call on my own."
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, that call.
That call.
Yeah. But I was like, "No, I don't want to be the first one to jump in on my own." And then because I went to go and make a drink, he was like, "Well, you know,
Sucks to be you.
you're not the first. You're not the first one, so therefore, like that little awkwardness has passed."
But you see, I would have been the first one in, just to be smug about the fact that everybody else was late.
I would have been late just to be smug about the fact that I could be late and not care.
You'd have been in the other building. Shut up.
you would have been in a different server.
Oh dear. Someone was, if I recall. Oh no, it's just different. The other channel.
Wasn't me.
I don't know.
Actually, Saturday. Was it Saturday? Or are you talking of weeks ago? I was going to say Saturday I was playing Halo 3 with Grim. Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was actually fucking nuts. There was like, it was a massive battle royale with everybody, and we'd do different things, and some of it was like 2-player teams, and then other ones were just free-for-alls. It was just like constantly somebody's like, no, don't kill me, I'm your biggest fan, and then they just instantly killed the person that's like, don't kill me, to, or look out, watch out, I'm gonna kill you, you know, that sort of stuff. It was just absolutely fucking hilarious. DL was in it, Grim was in it, I can't remember who else. There was a fucking whole load of people.
I missed that.
Oh, it was fun. I think it was Saturday. It was either Saturday or Friday. I'm pretty sure it was Saturday. It was that way. I didn't want to stay up too late in case I was absolutely dead for Father's Day.
Surely, for Father's Day,
that'd be a Saturday then.
and do whatever the fuck you want to do.
No. Father's Day is where you don't get to get out of being a dad. It's where all mothers say.
Do you know what I would give my father if I had a father and it was Father's Day? Some peace and fucking quiet. That's what they really want.
No, do you know what I did on Father's Day? I made my dad give us a barbecue.
Ah, you're a dick.
Yeah, me and my mum were like, you know what? We're gonna get your dad to get us to do a barbecue. And that's what we did.
To be fair to the wee man, he let me sleep till about 6:30, so.
Damn, that must be good then, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, good loot, how you doing? Look at this guy out of the home. I'll have you know that the home is absolutely fucking dog shit and there's half a wall missing.
Because there's half a wall missing.
Half a wall.
I was going to say, half a wall missing does sound like one of your 7 Days to Die bases, to be fair.
It also sounds like the last fucking Office Space I made.
Decided to put Spider-Man halfway on a wall.
Oh, that was just out of boredom. I used to do that. I was working on an NHS project, and
an NHS project.
Yeah, and they were building a new hospital up in Aberdeen, but the consultancy never actually finished the job that they were doing. So we're sitting there bored, waiting for information to complete the drawings. So I just started practicing all my 3D. Practicing all my 3D stuff. And that's when I started hiding Spider-Man about the place, because there was no equipment to put in the building whatsoever.
So you were tasked on basically building a hospital's like schematic.
Yeah.
And thought, nah, I'm bored. I'm gonna draw Spider-Man.
Yeah, they had us on site for 6 months without actually any work to work on.
Okay, no, actually, that's fair. If you're sat there for 6 months, I think drawing Spider-Man schematics.
I mean, they had every opportunity to have us work remotely, and it would have cost them like about £1,000 a week less. But instead, they insisted on us sitting in their office from November right through to fucking May, scratching our arses waiting for information. And every week I had to drive up and down to Aberdeen and stay in a service department, eating food that was paid for. Just getting paid extra money for being there, shift allowance and all that sort of stuff, just for some dickhead to say that he can see what we're doing and confirm it.
I love the little like, ow, fuck.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the sentence.
Yeah, it was the fucking reptiles after me.
Shock.
Oh, thank you for the meal deal. Thank you, Group. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. But yeah, I mean, pretty much the first night that I was working up there, it was like a massive novelty, like, oh, we're going to be working away from home, and oh, we're getting our travel, we're accommodation paid for us, or meals. The first thing we went and
And it
done,
would just been like a 6-month holiday.
yeah, the first thing we done was we went out, fucking, instead of like paying for dinner in a pub and all that sort of stuff, went down to Asda, bought a fuck ton of food with the first day's allocation of money. And then with the rest of the week's worth, we bought a fuck ton of booze as well. And we chugged most of it the first night. And some dickhead vomited all over the fucking service department. I don't know who it was, but yeah.
Probably you.
Probably me. I don't know. So then the next week when we got sent up there,
I've not got the chest. I've not got the chest.
we had to stay on a different floor of the building because that one was getting cleaned.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I've not got the other chest. I've not got the other chest.
God, get the chests, dude.
Yeah.
I've
the
been
chest.
fighting fucking drones.
You've been droning the
Oh.
fuck on. Always knew you were an alcoholic. I never.
Nobody's got the other fucking chest.
That's why I don't
Not-
drink anymore,
I don't know.
like, because I was an absolute fucking melt.
Have you told Gloop,
Yeah.
by the way, that the new 7 Days to Die update comes out on the 30th
I
of this
have
month?
I have told nothing. Elmo mentioned that the experimental version's now available. So it'd probably be a good time to practice to see if how it runs on your computer.
Yeah, possibly.
But the end of the month is when we're going to do the 7 Days to Get Die freaking revival.
Well, I hope Avengers has been a nice filling gap, I guess, for it.
Oh, we don't really play 7 Days to Die on a Monday. It's going to be a Sunday thing.
Ah.
Yeah. Still a lot of milk just without the alcohol.
I'd run if I were you.
Fair enough.
Well, I don't.
We need a separate channel so we know all the rules. Yeah.
Well,
I think the
it's one of
real,
them, like-
the main
We
rules are...
we have a separate channel for the
Yeah.
7 Days to Die rules, but that was before version 2.0 was announced.
Yeah. I think the main one is... don't
cheating.
fucking cheat in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Weren't we going to do like community horde bases, or at least community bases?
Yes,
So we've
it-
got like
I think we're also
to
going
try
to
and
do all
span it
sorts
out a little bit.
of things where you
I've
fuck
got a
each other
bunch of
over.
ideas. Yeah, I've got a bunch of ideas I will pitch to the class after Clancy's visit.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
no,
was meant to hit the, that.
well,
whatever.
you didn't, so
No, I kind of
Yeah.
punched the wall instead.
yeah, it's disgraceful. Absolutely
I
disgusting.
know, right? But no,
Table we at? Oh, it's only midnight.
this one. Yeah, it is only midnight. I thought it would have been a lot longer.
Definitely feels like it when we've been talking about this shit.
I know, right? But yeah, but it's one of them, like, when you carry on 7 Days to Die, are you gonna carry on still doing, like, Avengers and stuff, or...
Well, Avengers is like Mondays, so yeah, I'm still down.
Fair.
You got out of the friend zone by saying, "Let me smell your knickers, hen." That's pretty much it.
What?
Either that, or that's
Well-
what Clancy says to him. I'm not sure who it was, but somebody said it.
The trick is that we were never really in the friend zone to begin with.
Yeah, perverts. A lot of you.
I'm confused. What are you on about?
Clancy.
Oh. Okay, that makes more sense.
Sure. Fucking Mr. Tickle there on there.
Mr. Tickle.
I am not Mr. Tickle.
I was talking about Brett.
Oh.
No, you're Mr. Bump, or whatever the fuck it is. The one with the bandages on his head.
Yeah, Mr. Bump. In fact, I'm surprised you didn't go along the lines of that when you brand new, like, I'm going live notification.
Well, we might now. That's it.
Well, no, it's one of them on Rep's channel.
I
And the
haven't got
cross.
one for you at the moment, so you can
No.
be Mr. Bump.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. Because Rep's got me as well. Is it like, what was if you cross Indiana Jones with Final Destination?
Yeah. Well, you want to be
Yeah.
trophy hunting, so there's your Indiana Jones reference, and you hurt yourself all the time, so there's Final Destination. What more could you want?
A fair point.
The only reason he's not dead is because he drank to the Holy Grail.
No, do you know what the best part is, though?
The reason he's not dead is because life is not that kind.
No, do you know what the best part is, though? Is at some point or another...
See,
I'm gonna
obviously
play
I'm
that
Rep's
Indiana
side
Jones
piece, so
game.
obviously he needs to be my side piece to make the fair. Okay. And
No,
the
like, I'm going to end up
reference.
playing that Indiana Jones. And that's going to be great at some point, I hope.
No,
Ow.
How?
no,
No, I said ow.
yeah.
Oh.
He's obviously burnt himself on his tea.
No, my tea's run out. I got hit by a fucking big robot and blown up.
Well, how did you feel it?
Oh.
You fucking weirdo.
I wasn't. I was in character. Shit. I'm an immortal reptilian deity. I don't feel pain.
I do.
Physical pain.
Except
Not
for when you
physical
stub your
pain,
toe.
Anyway. Emotional pain of running out of tea.
I feel
You've
pain.
never run out of tea. What sort of an Englishman runs out of tea?
I'm
It's
Pangean.
Pangean.
He's an Englishman now.
No,
Yeah, you drink tea.
I'm neither English nor... So do the Japanese.
They're all.
So do the Chinese.
To be fair, for a long period of time, the Japanese were also English. Under the
The Chinese drink tea.
under the ruling of the Queen. Wasn't that like early in early 1990 or something like that? That Japan got handed back to the people.
Hey, can't remember.
I vaguely remember
I'm
something
pretty sure
like that. I didn't understand it at all at the time.
Fuck, you're old.
You're old.
I'm a god. I'm meant to be old.
I remember the Berlin Wall coming down. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, no, that was my bad. Sorry.
Oh.
You people.
You people.
It's almost like
Me?
I know you're gonna react to it like that.
A person? Wait, you're calling me a person?
No.
Oh, I say, thank God.
It's don't thank me. I had fuck all to do with it.
John,
That's not.
Stranger things have happened. I mean, what?
That's a TV show.
Yeah.
That couldn't have gone better. That could not have gone better.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh dear. So it's one of those things where like the cock always says stranger things have happened, and I always reply, yeah, it's on like season 4 on Netflix. And one time he basically I went to make a cup of tea and he was in the call with Galaxy and Clancy and he told them that basically he'd predict what I would say. Now I hope you do realise I was listening to everything that you were saying. I had the stream up on my phone.
Obviously, yeah.
But yeah, so I come back, I said something, and he went, "Oh, stranger things have happened." And I went, "Yep, season 4, Netflix." Galaxy fucking fell off his chair laughing. It was like, it's like a computer. Miss Clancy's pissing herself, and now you've just done it again. It's just...
We've come full circle.
All you need to do now is the monologue about
I
drinking
call
tea.
him Mini-Me.
Oh, I didn't realise that you guys had already made that joke like years ago.
Oh,
Now it's
God,
come full circle.
Yeah, do you know that episode of South Park where Simpsons did it? Well,
Yeah.
we did it first.
Oh, so you're basically I just went through it. Like good old Simpsons did it.
Yep.
Moment.
Yeah. Cock and Reptile did it.
Cock and Reptile did it.
We did not. Oh, you mean the joke?
The worst of it is to like most of our most hilarious jokes that we had were before we even started streaming.
Well, I mean that's probably a good thing. Most of the hilarious jokes that we had would have got us kicked straight the fuck off of Twitch. And
we'd be sitting there just playing like in
Can
Resident
you
Evil
imagine a stream?
Resistance.
could you imagine a stream where we did the old school Pokemon
Oh,
battles?
fuck no. 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 No.
I,
No.
I can't even repeat what that entails on the stream. Carmen, I will tell you at some
No
point.
further comment,
Please
Your
do,
Honor. No further comment.
Are we going into a mission? What the fuck?
Yeah, I was waiting on somebody fucking doing something there.
Oh, I was waiting on you guys.
Yeah, so like we used to just spend hours. We're meant to be playing the games, but half the time we're just fucking curled up on the floor, fucking laughing at dumb shit we came out with.
Basically, like me and Rep chatting, God knows what, like in rivals lobbies, like in a podcast.
Yeah, we'd be sitting there, we'd be playing fucking Resident Evil Resistance, and it's like some woo suddenly popped up, and then it's just one thing leads to another, and we're just giggling over fucking something stupid. You know, it's
like you screenshotting Samuel being covered in fucking green sun.
Oh, that's seriously.
He came all over me, and I'm not okay.
Another shield vault.
And even 7 Days to Die with the
what we fought impenetrable.
Yeah, and what we'd nicknamed the zombies and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I still find it funny that Tupac over the years has turned into Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Demi Lovato is just right off the fucking map now.
And now Britney Spears is here, so...
But it's that way where even if you try to recreate it the best possible way, folk would just be like, huh?
Oh, people still don't get why I call the fat guy a McGregor.
Yeah, I mean, you got to then explain that, and then people are like,
He walks like Conor McGregor, who walks like an exaggerated Vince McMahon.
Don't worry, enough of me to go around.
I'm glad I met you.
The one that a lot of people never get is the Johnny Vegas. You try to explain to an American who Johnny Vegas is.
Oh, jeez. Just try explaining to an English person who Johnny Vegas is these days, yeah?
Okay, we've all got to love Johnny Vegas.
Nobody loves Johnny Vegas, that's the problem.
Not even Johnny Vegas.
Not even Johnny Vegas.
Monkey!
The whole fucking wheelie bin fucking sketch that he done and everything. I never quite understood it, but the fact that there was a guy I worked with. Yeah, there was a guy I worked with, and he used to buy and sell tickets all the time. So he'd buy them when they went up, sell them on eBay, and then if he didn't sell them, he had to just fucking go to the show. And one of them was Johnny Vegas, and he couldn't sell the tickets for it. And I don't know.
All you need to know about Johnny Vegas.
I don't know how
no one wanted to buy the tickets on eBay.
He couldn't even sell them at face value, and I don't know why. You know, fucking quality comedian. And it was that way where he came back into work the next day. And like, oh, how was it then? And he's just like, just fucking don't, you know. And he explained this bit that he'd done for the whole thing where he stood inside a wheelie bin and told shit jokes, and that was it. And nobody quite understood what the fucking point of the wheelie bin on stage was.
Wait, so Johnny Vegas stood in a wheelie bin and told really bad jokes.
And it was just a part of the show. You know, it wasn't like the main show.
I guess that means that that's the trash jokes section.
Nobody quite knows what the reference was. Nobody shall. And if you understand
maybe
that,
they were recycled.
And if you understood that, maybe
I've not filled everything yet.
Maybe you're the person that should be buying shoes for pigeons.
Oh dear.
Hey, 7 AM DXD7. We do not need the best
I'll
views.
get it when I'm not being beaten up by fucking robots.
We don't need the best views. We want the cheap views. Oh, there we go. I did ban. I glute banned them. Thank fuck. Because the bloody chat scrolled just as I was about to hit it, and it fucking clicked on something else.
Yeah.
Like, ah, shit! I've invited them in my Discord or something like that.
You accidentally banned Glue because it's a comment underneath.
Wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
Good one, Glue.
accidentally in fucking quotation marks. Yeah.
Actually, Ricky never did come back. It says be right back, and then she never came back. Poor girl's probably.
Well, at least they're saying it in your channel and not mine.
Do we send help?
The poor, the poor girl's probably passed out, like fucking halfway up the stairs or something. Like that.
Well, you know, at least the bot's in your channel and not mine.
I remember back when I welcomed up and bots on my channel because it meant that I actually had somebody chatting in it.
Even though they didn't exist.
Yeah, those were the days. I've got a chatter. Buy cheap views. Oh, it said something. I like your channel and your content. Maybe you'd like some artwork. You can talk to me more.
You sound like the fact that you're like, oh, talk to me more to bot.
Talk to me
How
more.
desperate were you?
Honestly.
Still is. He's just come to terms with it now.
I was gonna say, no, is that what we're... Are we bot replacement?
It was quite weird actually, because when I first started Twitch, I didn't know anybody on it. Like, not one person, but he streamed at different times and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, Neebs doesn't count, my guy. Neebs didn't know you exists. You don't know him.
But yeah, it was that way where I didn't know anything, didn't know how to get engagement or anything like that. Just thought you had to go live and people suddenly started turning up or something. Oh, how I was wrong. How I was wrong.
I still don't know how to get engagement.
Well,
It was
you got me.
It was that way where I was like, do I do
We're not
YouTube?
engaged.
Do I do YouTube content or do I do live streaming? And I thought, fuck doing YouTube content. All those hours editing, not playing games and stuff. I can't be arsed through that.
The live streaming will be so much easier.
If I knew then,
OBS's.
if I knew then what I know now,
You'd have done neither.
I'd have just stuck with sitting on the
You'd have
couch.
looked at the computer for 10 minutes, said fuck this, and just gone back on Resistance.
And the world probably would have been a better place.
Well, it absolutely would have been, because I probably would never have bothered with Twitch.
To be fair, the world
the
would be
world wouldn't have been a better
unaffected.
place.
Yeah.
No, because, you know, I enjoy wrapped content.
Just not Lecoq's. No, cool.
Fuck you.
I do enjoy the content.
Alright, you don't need to fucking make me feel better now. I don't need your petty compliments.
Oh, you can have my pity.
Do you watch Lecoq live?
He does not. Otherwise, he would tell us that he doesn't like my content.
Yeah.
I have popped into your chat on a few occasions.
Was it to sell me
When
GFX?
we're all, it's to say we're ready when it's Avengers Day.
No, because I popped into his stream a couple of days ago when he was doing Ready or Not. Like, when you were near the end.
Oh, yeah.
I think I raided into you, actually.
Probably.
Yeah.
That fucking JSO were out of hand.
But you weren't watching his stream, you were just doing charity work, got it.
Hey, at least I popped into his stream.
Yeah, where were you, Rep? Huh? Oh yeah, you were redeeming zaps.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only way I could get people to come into the channel is by saying, "Come and hurt me more."
What was I doing?
Come tase me.
I was playing 7 Days to Die with Miss Clancy.
Yeah. No, you did come in. Both you and Clancy came in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they? We were aware of that.
Sunday was yesterday. Yeah, no, I didn't play 7 Days to Die with Miss Clancy yesterday because she was busy packing and I was busy doing stuff.
Packing, you say? Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm?
She's off on holiday.
Yeah. Off to that paradise.
I was gonna say, she's off on holiday. Where's she going?
I don't know, some shithole.
Some tropical island in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, she's going to some shithole. That sounds like she's coming in.
No, she's not going to your house.
The real question is, where isn't she coming?
Hey! Hey-yo!
On me.
Oh,
so
jeez.
I know for a fact, if Blaze is still watching, there's a tear in his eye now.
Why? Because that was probably going to be his joke.
No.
Oh.
No jokes.
Blaze considers anything sexual between me and Clancy an equivalent to like listening to his parents do it. Probably, I don't know. Just like
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it's fine.
huh.
Clint says, I do too, Rip. I do too.
I just, whatever you miss Clancy make any joke that's sexual, I kind of go,
Where's the...
why am I hearing that?
If I make any
You're,
jokes...
you're the weird one who lives in the attic, Carmen.
Yeah. Whereas if I make any
I am
jokes
not
about
the
sex...
weird one who lives in the attic.
If I make...
Out of all of mine and Clancy's kids, you are the weird one who lives in the attic. Just
I don't want to be the weird one that lives in the attic.
Meanwhile, if I make any sexually orientated
weird
jokes,
under the
people just think
stairs.
of me as the old man from fucking Family Guy.
You're not going under the stairs. There will be no Hogwarts letter for you.
You should fucking dream of going under the stairs.
You're not a wizard. You're a fucking mistake. That what
Yeah.
No, wizard, you're wounded.
yeah, wounded.
I am not the weird, creepy uncle. Jesus, it's the
you
granddad,
are.
the weird, creepy granddad.
You're the weird
You're not
creepy
the
uncle.
weird, creepy uncle. You're the other one who's weird but not creepy. You're like the weird cheapskate uncle who cracks all the bad jokes that nobody ever laughs at and is kind of awkward, but not creepy.
Oh, like the wall from like a Christmas cracker kind
I'll
of.
have you know I am not cheap.
Like Ed from Shaun of the Dead, but cheaper.
I am not cheap.
Yeah.
Well, we've got you here for free, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, I think you'll find that you paid money to zap me for the month. Yeah.
Actually, no, he's got you there.
Yeah, I got you there.
If anyone's the cheap one out of us three, it's me, because you two ain't subscribed to me.
I'm subscribed to you.
That would make us the cheap ones.
Are you?
Yes, I was your first fucking subscriber, dipshit.
Yeah, but I think
does-
it's run out by now.
He does not appreciate you, Rip.
It's on. It's on auto.
What the fuck is Spider-Man doing? Is he in free
Is
fall?
it?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. it was
Oh,
on
you got the
auto
house to
anymore.
yourself for the weekend. You know what that means? Part
I
of the big town.
encouraged you to stream in the first place. I'm there to support my
What
friend.
that really means,
No, I know
Blue,
that,
is
it's
And my
just
mistakes.
you get to
know?
poo with the door open. That's it.
No, I get that. It's just one of them where, because obviously, you know, you're a moderator. Moderator overrides the subscriber, like, box that you get.
Oh, you can
Yeah,
change
no,
that.
I'm sub to you.
You can change
Okay.
that so that you can designate which one you get priority.
Oh.
Yeah, Glue, you never do it because do you really want to give your TV porn aids?
Oh, Lecoq,
Yeah?
how well versed are you with the Doom stuff? I know you
Oh,
did the giveaway. And, Carmen had a bunch of Doom questions, and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
to be honest, I don't know.
I know a bit. No.
I know it's to do with like the games that he bought, and I was wondering if he
Yeah,
basically
so-
bought the same bundle that you were giving away when you were doing the.
No,
Ah.
I don't know if it would have been the same bundle, but basically, I bought the like PS4/5, you know, like, remaster or whatever of like Doom 1 and 2.
The 2016 and the 2018 ones, yeah.
No, like as in like it's the original Doom,
Ah, right, okay.
but
the remaster.
but like the one PS4 and 5.
Yeah.
And when I loaded up Doom, because there's Doom 1 and 2 as like a duo bundle,
That's right, yeah.
as its own like application, and there's Doom 3.
Yeah.
When I opened up Doom 1 and 2, it had like 6 different extra games built into it, and I'm like, what are these? Like,
What are
I'm gonna play
those?
it. Yeah, literally, what are those? Because, like, I will admit, I'm not complaining, it's free content, it's free stuff. All that
Right.
stuff I didn't expect.
So
But it's
the-
like,
Original Doom was a shareware game. So you probably find it was games that were out at the same time by ID Soft that were what made the series popular. So I don't know what games it was that you got with it. I've not looked at it at all, but if you named them, I could probably tell you.
let me see if I can Google it.
Well, if you're gonna Google it, I can fucking Google it myself.
like a legacy of Rust.
Porn on the big telly.
No, there's like basically there's like the master level. There's the Plutonia experiment, the legacy of Rust.
I've not heard of any of these.
Yeah.
The only Doom-like game I know of is Wolfenstein.
ID 24 compatible expansion. Yeah. So these were like games that came out the same sort of. They were like DLCs at the time, but they were mods.
Okay.
Right. So,
It's just because the one thing that confused me is like I thought like at first I thought they were DLC.
yeah.
Then I was looking at the dates, and then it was like one of them were literally released in February of last year, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. So these were like controllers fucking dead. These were not charging. These were games that came out like that. Again, like because it was shareware, people would make their own version of it, kind of like what ended up happening with Half-Life 2 and all that sort of stuff. Is
Yeah.
What like people do with 7 Days with mods.
Yeah, and that's essentially what it was a mod pack, but these were kind of used the full game itself. Like I
So
say,
basically, in a way, they're like official modded DLC.
yeah,
Right, that explains it, because it was just really weird, because I was like, oh, I'm going to buy, Doom 1 and 2. And then the next thing I'm sat there looking at, like, Doom 2, like, the Plutonia experiment.
yeah.
The master levels, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, it was like when the original Half-Life came out and you could get Opposing Force or Counter-Strike. They were pretty much games of their own right, but they were built on the original engine of it.
What about the chest? Are we not grabbing the chest?
I know.
I was leveling up and stuff. Do you remember, speaking of the word strike, do you remember the games Jungle Strike and Desert Strike?
No.
Yes. I played them all the way up to Nuclear Strike on the PlayStation. And they were...
I never played. I played Jungle Strike and Desert Strike. I remember those.
In fact, it was Soviet Strike was the last one I played, I think. No, Soviet Strike was the first one on the PlayStation. Nuclear Strike was the next one it came out, and it was god-awful.
Do you remember G-Police as well?
Oh, I fucking loved G-Police.
I like the idea of G-Police, and there were certain levels that I did enjoy, but some of them were fucking horrible.
Oh, it was fucking hard.
Some of the escort missions for G-Police were just like...
not watched the new Day of the Jackal yet, but the original ones were good.
Oh, the one with, what's his name, like Eddie Redmayne?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to watch that, but like, I don't have...
The original came out in the 70s, then they remade it in the 90s, early 2000s with Bruce Willis and Richard Gere. And now they've made another TV series. I've not seen anything about it other than its title. So I've no idea if it's worth watching or not.
I've seen one scene, and it's the scene of when he gets like the detachable homemade sniper rifle and blows the living hell out of a watermelon.
Yeah.
That's the only like scene I've seen.
With a young Jack Black in it.
No?
No, the movie version from early 2000s. It was young Jack Black built the fucking sniper rifle for him.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah. He was like kind of half skinny at the time. Long hair.
Is this before, like, even Shallow Hal?
Yeah, it was before Shallow Hal and even before Enemy of the State.
So that means
we're talking
School of Rock.
Early Jack Black movies.
So we're on like before School of Rock.
Oh, way before School of Rock.
Oh yeah, it was before Jack Black was.
Are we talking pre-Tenacious D?
No, Tenacious D was a Saturday Night Live skit originally, so that existed long before his career. And then they revisited it and redeveloped it, and it took off even more.
Yeah, I know Tenacious D was like kind of like what kicked him off, really.
Yeah, because it was the same with Wayne's World. That was like a sketch, really, on Saturday Night Live.
A Lonely Island.
Yeah,
I never understood Wayne's World.
You were never meant to.
No, is that like the point?
Yeah, that was our generation.
Yeah, it was a different time.
Yeah. It was MTV time, yeah. And even then, again, it was a complete spoof of like what life was like back then.
Tell you what, if you didn't understand Wayne's World because it's a product of a different generation, I suggest you leave Tom Green the hell alone.
Oh, fuck.
Tom Green.
Tom Green, yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
Who's Tom Green?
Oh, Freddy Got Fingered. He was in Road Trip.
Yeah.
He had his own show. He's part of the Jackass generation.
Yeah. He really done some funny things with his show. He kind of felt bad for his parents.
He would do anything that they would pay him to do.
Yeah.
Like, anything, including, like, I think there's one where he goes up to a girl in the audience and hands her a lump of shit and then laughs and is like, ha, you thought it was fake, didn't you? So yeah, it's part of the Jackass generation, so like nothing is off limits.
Yeah,
he
in
was.
The movie Freddy Got Fingered, he literally jacks off a horse.
Yeah,
like, and it's not a fake. It's he actually jacks a horse off.
I mean, I
want to be a farmer, Daddy.
That's the one thing I would like give the respect to that generation is like, you know, it was real.
It was
like,
fucking
yeah, it
nuts.
wasn't my cup. Yeah, not all of it was my cup of tea. Most of it was just shit jokes.
Tom Green was also the very first person to ever turn up to the Razzies to accept their reward. And that was for
really?
Yeah. People have done it since. Halle Berry did it for Kamen. Yeah, Tom Green was the first person who ever turned up to accept a Razzie award. Like,
now it's more of an honour than anything else to get a Razzie, where for back then it was a complete and utter insult.
Yeah.
It was meant to be.
Plus, to turn up and accept it is just like, you know what, fair play.
But yeah, Tom Green was fucking wild. And
Freddy Got Fingered is so you know what we were saying earlier about spoof movies?
Yeah.
Freddy Got Fingered is in a fucking category all of its very
It's
own.
not even a spoof movie because there was nothing before it to spoof.
I can't even describe it to you.
Weaponized autism is basically the only.
Weaponized autism.
So what? So you're saying that movie was like what, Jackass before Jackass?
Oh, no, Jackass had like method to it.
And a certain level of charm.
Yeah.
And some of the stunts in Jackass are like, you know, fair play. No, Freddy Got Fingered has a story and a plot. Sort of,
yeah.
Like, it has characters and a story and a plot. Sort of.
It's got Finch from American Pie in it.
Yeah, he's Freddy.
Yeah. And then it's got Zed from Men in Black in it as well. He's his dad.
Or, was he Mr. Orange in Reservoir Dogs? I can't remember.
No, that was Harvey Keitel.
Is he in Reservoir Dogs?
No, I don't think he was at all.
Either fucking way. It's definitely a movie of all time.
It's definitely one that you have to see to believe existed.
Yeah, you preferably, at the very least, stoned out of your tiny mind. Like, you need to be on something to watch it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I was gonna say, are you recommending me to be on something? Me?
For Freddy Got Fingered, yes.
Yes.
I would recommend anybody. It's an experience that, like, if you've never done drugs, then you've not had this experience. But Freddy Got Fingered is an experience of itself. It's like it's an experience everyone should always have. But it's an experience everyone should always have in the same way that everyone should fall on their face at least once in their life to learn how to get back up.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's like letting your kids hurt themselves just so they know not to do it.
You don't understand, Father.
One of the best TV shows to always watch absolutely high was Antiques Roadshow. No,
What?
yeah.
I have a guilty pleasure, not so much anymore, but I always had the guilty pleasure of watching like the Antiques Roadshow for those snobs that turn up with like, oh yes, this is like this yada yada yada, and it's worth at least something around here, and then the guy takes 2 looks at it and is like, yeah, no, that's fake. Where it's actually worth nothing,
Yeah.
and then they start to argue, and they're like, oh no, I'm sure my grandmother told me that this was an authentic fucking Russian like Tsar ornament straight out of the fucking.
That's like watching Pawn Shop. Or
Yeah,
Pawn Stars.
yeah, it was
It's
before
up
Pawn
there.
Shop.
I always used to love watching them cry at the end of Deal or No Deal when they got the penny. Especially if the last ones left were like the 250,000 one and a penny, and then the banker's deal is like 100 grand, and they're like no, and they swapped boxes, and then they get the penny and they start crying.
Yeah,
and it's just beautiful. And yeah, the Antiques Roadshow was like that as well. It was like people.
They maimed their own kids trying to protect this item. You know, keep away from it! It's like this fucking horrible stone gargoyle looking thing. Get the fuck away from that! And then years later, they finally get it appraised.
No, I think Pawn Stars is more entertaining for that.
They
Like,
finally get it
back to,
appraised
like,
and find
looking at
out it's
people.
worth fuck all.
Yeah, I feel like Pawn Stars does that better with the whole like, this thing is like, you know, a real authentic and then like, oh, let me get the expert in. Oh, it's fake.
No, the thing with Pawn Stars is they actually had things that were authentic and actually worth things, but he's just like, nah, I'm not going to give you the money for that. This is what I'm going to give you, and the guy's like, oh, I need that crack, so okay. And
I think for Pawn Stars, it's all about like the money because they want the money.
Yeah.
Whereas the Antiques Roadshow, it's the ones who have no intention of selling. Like they don't need the money. It's all about the status.
yeah,
for them.
it's all about having. Well, actually, this is an antique heirloom.
I have this thing. I'm better than everybody else. Yes, this is like family history, and then it's like, nah, this was bought like it's made by Hasbro and it was bought 10 weeks ago.
It's the whole idea of being like, oh, this is like an ancient Victorian vase, and it's like, no, this is a replica made in like the 90s.
It's like, oh, where did you? Oh, well, my grandmother picked it up at a car boot sale in 1972, and it's definitely, and she paid £5 for it. And it's like, well, if you were to get it insured today, it's worth $350. And you're like, what?
Yeah. But it's the ones where it's been, I think there was one I was watching where it was like a family heirloom that had been passed down for generations. And they wanted to get it like appraised. And it turned out to be fake.
Oh.
And which not only did it mean that it was fake, and they were getting no money for it if they did try to sell it, but it also obviously called into question a lot of what they've been told about their family history. But there was something to do with their attitude. Like I can't put my finger on it, but you know when someone's attitude, like the way they talk, just pisses you off, and you just
that's most people.
Mug prick.
To be fair, the Antiques Roadshow is just like a cultural icon in British media.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, on a Sunday morning, or a Sunday afternoon, or whenever it was on, it was fuck all on the telly, because it was...
Yeah, it was either that or to violently masturbate to songs of praise.
That used to be a group on Facebook.
Violently masturbating to songs of praise.
One I was made an admin of near the end.
Same.
Yeah.
I think most of the Tanapo crew got made into an admin.
That's right, yeah.
After a while. Oh, that's the same fucking chest. I've already got it. Where is everybody?
No, I do
I'm
agree
punching
that,
a tank.
like, Antiques Roadshow, just, yeah. They need to bring that back if that's ended.
Well, they need to bring a lot of things back, but no.
The Antiques Roadshow, certain episodes are basically the Jeremy Kyle show, but with for the upper class.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There were certain episodes where just sort of they were what they were, but every now and again you would get an episode full of the snobbiest dicks.
I think one that really set us off was this old granny was in one time, and she's like showing off this jewellery box, and we were high as fuck, because obviously, and the guy's appraising it. He's like, now I don't know this lid here. I don't know if you've ever taken it off. And she's like, oh yes, I've had it off. And we just ended ourselves. Like the idea this movie said, oh yes, I've had it off before.
Oh dear.
Oh, just that is such a response.
It's like, go on, Granny.
Got yourself in.
Location of the shield vault.
Calm down.
I've had it off.
The elevator down.
And it was just again
That
the
is a sentence.
fucking mentality of us back then. Yeah, I mean this was.
Well, I don't think that gets used as a phrase as much.
No,
anymore,
it
does
doesn't.
Like, they're having it off.
Yeah, and I was only in my early 20s at the time, so it was a long time ago.
So what, like 3-4 years ago?
Oh. No, my early 20s was not 3-4 years ago. I can assure you on that one.
Systems are recognizing you.
Oh.
Please proceed to the
Well, I was gonna say, I don't know how old you are.
Well, carbon dating will probably give you a general guideline.
Oh, if you're being carbon dated, Jesus Christ.
Put it this way.
Yeah, Jesus is younger.
Put it this way. It's in the username.
Yeah, he's 79 years old.
Oh, there we go.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, I'm 45 for fuck's sake.
Oh, you don't look it.
Ah, you charmer.
No, you look like you may be in your 80s.
Oh, you're worse than the wee
I was
man.
waiting for that. Does he still call you fat?
It does.
The maximum output.
It's
Sometimes you've got to state the truth.
Some of the things that, like, when we've been streaming and Cock has said that the wee man has said, it's just...
he's a dick,
Yeah.
so he is. Yeah.
It's like... Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, you've only got yourself to blame.
Yeah,
At
true.
least
On
you
every-
do only have yourself to blame for the wee man.
Yeah, on every single account, you only have yourself to blame.
It was it the other day.
You created him and taught him to be that way.
Was it the other day we were in the car or something like that, and he dropped. I think he was eating a bar of chocolate, and he dropped it, and the chocolate went all over his shirt before going into school. And he just turned around to me and looked up and went, "Oh fuck!" And I was like, "What did you just say?" He's like, "I said, oh fuck, it's okay because it wasn't to someone, and it was a reasonable time to use it." And I'm like,
I mean, he's not wrong about it being a reasonable time. To use it.
yeah. Like, okay, just don't say it in front of your mum, for fuck's sake. Yeah.
Please tell me you had it, for fuck's sake, in the actual conversation. Please tell me that for fuck's sake was something you would... Lady Cock doesn't watch your streams, does
No,
she?
she doesn't, thankfully.
No, that would be hilarious if you were just like, oh,
Oh, it's
just don't say it in front of your mother.
she knows because one time
Yeah, and those channels were on the radio.
one time I was out at the shops and I came back and it's like, oh, wee man was playing with his cars on the IKEA unit in front of the TV, and oh yeah, okay. She's like, yeah, so he's playing with one and he dropped it and it landed on his foot. And he just bent down and held his foot and went, for fuck's sake. And I was like, you still used it in the right way?
Are you calling yourself a bad influence?
Oh, the worst kind of influence.
So I should take up the rest
there
and
was
not you.
there was a post on Facebook, I can't remember what the Cock had put. And someone was like, you can tell you don't have kids. And he's like, I might just be a very shitty parent. Did you ever consider that?
I love how that's your response.
And since then, Rep's used that in many Facebook discussions. Yeah,
It's a fair point.
it is a very fair point. Like,
They're just assuming.
if you were a real parent, if you were a parent, you would never say such a thing. Bold of you to think
Yeah,
I was a
like-
good parent.
You when people are like, you obviously don't understand. It's like, actually, I do understand. What I don't do is care.
The other one is when people go, "Oh, you don't care," and it's like, I do care, just not that much.
Just not about this.
Oh, I'm just concerned about the day that
care
I
a
end up
lot,
having.
not about you.
I'm just concerned about the day when I have a kid.
You fucking.
Are you worried that it's going to wreck it on the way out?
I'm not sure.
No,
you,
I'm just worried if it's gonna survive.
I'm not sure your kind can even have children. You know, it's like Highlanders.
Did you just say your kind?
Yeah, you immortals.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't have children.
No. I'm not immortal. I'm just undying.
It's the same thing.
No.
It is.
No,
One is impervious to just about everything and can't die, whereas Carmen's just.
No,
like,
see,
not
that's
the
that's a misconception. People think immortals can't be injured.
It's like the same. No, some immortals can be killed, but
Yeah.
it's like the difference between Wolverine and Deadpool. Wolverine has a healing factor, and Deadpool has a dying factor. Like, they kind of amount to the same thing, but they are not the same thing.
I tend to think that Kamen's more of the death becomes her type fucking immortal. Now that's a reference if you can think back to that one, right?
Death just doesn't accept me.
No one does. I mean, what?
Hey, my parents do.
And
I suppose it's best that they own their mistakes.
he learns from the best. He does indeed. But yeah, if you ever seen Death Becomes Her, it was a film that starred Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep.
Is that the one where they can't die, but they end up like
Yes.
their arms have fallen off and yeah, I remember.
And
all
Bruce
that.
Willis is like the best makeup artist in all of Hollywood, sort of thing. And they're fighting over him because he had an affair with both of them. And while they're fighting over him, they're absolutely destroying themselves, like fucking shooting each other and everything like that. So they've got big gaping holes in them, and their jaws and necks are broken and everything like that. But they can't die, so they're just incredibly fucked up.
That sounds about right for me.
But it was actually, you know, considering that it was more of a family comedy type sort of movie, it was actually hilarious.
Yeah. Lecoq, have you ever watched a movie called Deadheads?
I feel like I have, but I don't know.
It's like a road trip movie with zombies.
No, I don't think I have then.
You should watch that.
I think you
Watch
might have
Deadheads.
recommended it to me at the same time as One of the Dead. I think that's where it's kind of seems familiar.
Deadheads is a very different beast.
Yeah, but I think you recommended it at the same time.
Probably. I think there's about a time that I just went and fucking. You remember when like DVDs, like if they were brand new out, they would cost like 20 quid. But as soon as they'd been out for a week, you could get like 5 for a quid.
Yeah. But you still watch the commentary just to get your fucking money's worth as well.
Yeah. Well, it's like I bought a whole load of movies, and some of them were really good, and some of them were not so good. And then Deadheads was in there too. Now it's worth watching. Like, it is actually surprisingly funny. It's not a good movie, but it's funny.
Oh, Miss Clancy's back.
Yeah, hello, Miss Clancy.
Hello there, my love.
Oh. I don't think I'm going to carry on for that extra hour.
No.
Yeah, I'm only streaming for as long as you are, Cock.
Yeah.
And then when you get off, I'm raiding out
Yeah.
too. I've
Yeah,
got a lot of
we're
stuff on
reminiscing
at the
about the
moment.
good
I've got a
old
lot of
days.
stuff to do.
Yeah, I'm not staying on too
It's one
late.
of them where I started because it's nearly 1 o'clock now.
Yeah.
But it's like I started like 2 hours before you guys, and I just kind of want to climb into bed. Yeah, I've been going for nearly 5.5 hours.
Did you hear that? We've got them in the moods for bed.
I have that effect on people.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, you've been told to know your place, side piece. I saw that comment earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, side piece. That's
Yeah,
Clancy's
because I turned
name.
around. Because I turned around and was like, "Oh, I'll promise I won't like bug rep for any games of Rivals or anything like that." And she was like, "Yeah, side, know your place." And I was like, "I do."
Damn, Skippy.
You come before the hallway demons, though. Don't worry.
Yeah, everybody comes before the hallway demons.
Mission success.
Hallway demons
Another
don't
we
get
all?
to kill.
successfully secured and kept out of the hands of aid.
Yo, Rep, guess what?
You say hallway demons, I'm gonna fucking just.
No. It's just
If
been
you say
announced
chicken butt.
No, it's just been announced that Null has been revived.
Best views? Oh,
Yeah.
Excellent work, Avengers. With this vault recovered,
you're too fast for me, Clip.
one step closer
Because I'm
to
using
fully
this shit,
rebuilding
yeah.
the shield.
I'll be back in a
Our
second.
residents in
I'm
the
going for
field will
this.
continue searching for more
Peace.
hidden
Uh,
secrets, as this
But no,
certainly
yeah,
isn't the
apparently
last
Null
one.
has just been revived.
Who?
Null.
Noah?
Null.
Oh, no. Oh, good
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
Arrived where? Oh, I'm confused. Are
No,
we
he's
talking
been-
Marvel? Are
no,
we
yeah,
talking
Marvel
Rival?
Comics.
Oh, okay.
He's been revived in the comic, and
Got you. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, the King in Black storyline happened a while ago.
well, now he's been revived, and considering that there's rumors that we're symbiote season for the 3rd season, I wouldn't be surprised if Marvel's going to try and do some sort of mini symbiote storyline to latch onto what Rivals is doing.
They often do. When there's a fucking new character as well that's popular, they tend to overdo it.
Yeah, it's because apparently season 3 is meant to be season 3 is meant to be like, oh, Null is the overarching villain, and bring in to help fight Null, the Phoenix Force.
I mean, fair enough. They're both cosmic entities.
Yeah, that's why we're getting that Phoenix Force Moon Knight skin, which I love so much.
You know that they should do? They should do like a TV show where it's Venom, right? And each week he goes to a different town and lives among the people and then helps one person out and then moves on.
So, like, Kung Fu, or is it, but with Venom?
Yeah. And he just
Like all of them.
and it's what he does is it's just the symbiote that goes around and then infects a different person, like takes over a different person and then does that. So it's like the littlest hobo but with venom.
The littlest hobo, but with Venom.
It's kicked me out of the game.
Good.
Nope.
Let's see.
There's your invite. We'll wait.
Yeah, hang on, it kicked me out the whole game.
I sent you an invite too.
I don't want to accept your invite.
Oh, fuck.
You smell.
No. But yeah, that's it. We'll call it the littlest Venom. And then every week, Venom goes from town to town, finds a family that's fallen upon hardship and can't quite get their crops fucking harvested in time. And he like eats people and then fucking gives them a new home or whatever. I don't know. I've not got that far ahead. I just thought it'd be a great idea to have Venom go from town to town.
So basic like Airwolf or the A-Team or
Yes.
like Kung Fu or any of those ones where it's like...
I just think the idea of calling it the littlest Venom, and he's just a blob that goes town to town helping people out, is hilarious.
There's a voice deep inside of me. Down the road, that's where I'll always be.
Is the sequel going to be Quantum Carnage?
No, I'm saving Quantum for Ant-Man.
What? You remember Quantum Leap?
Yeah. But instead, it's Ant-Man. So, like, he's in the quantum realm, and he keeps doing quantum jumps, and every time he's in a different reality, and or a different time, and he has to, like, solve a problem, and then each leap gets him closer and closer to his reality.
Put me back to Iron Man again. I don't want to be Iron Man. I want to be Spidey.
Be Iron Man.
Yeah, the 3 Iron Mans.
Well, no,
kick
the whole
ass.
thing is I'm trying to level up Spider-Man. I'll play as Iron Man or someone when I next do like Hawkeye's bullshit.
Fair enough.
When I can't play as Iron Man, as Spider-Man. But right now I'm trying to level up Spider-Man.
This is evil.
What would be the Marvel Knight Rider?
Oh,
The Ghost Rider, I guess.
nah, no, that'd be
Ghost-
too
yeah.
obvious to go with that one.
I could say the thing is though is like I feel like having like the Robbie Ray Ghost Rider as its Knight Rider just makes sense though.
Yeah, it's too obvious though. That's what it is.
It is too obvious. I
Yeah.
will admit it's too obvious,
it's-
but it just feels right.
Director Hill wants us to investigate another
Nah.
fuel cache in the future.
You have Star Rider and still have David Hasselhoff.
Visiting it in the future will be a
I mean, Hasselhoff was in Marvel. He played Star-Lord's dad for about 10 seconds.
I think what you would need to do is you'd need to get like a very, very low end Marvel character, one that nobody's really heard of.
Speedball.
There you go. And then use
Actually,
it.
Speedball becomes a really cool character in the end called Penance. Speedball is one of the ones responsible for blowing up. Well, he wasn't. It was Nitro that did it. But basically, they get into a fight way out of their league as part of a reality TV show with superheroes.
Yeah.
And they end up going after some A-list villains when they're not in that league. And they're warned against it, but they do it anyway for the ratings. And Speedball's the only one who survives. So they pin the disaster all on him, and the blowing up of Stanford School is basically what kickstarts Civil War in the comics.
Ah.
And he ends up becoming a character called Penance, who has one of the coolest fucking outfits ever.
Well, there you go. There.
Never heard of him.
It's him. That's who it is. He is the new
Yeah,
Knight
you look
Rider.
up Marvel. Look up Marvel Penance, and it is one of the coolest outfits ever.
You know what? I think
there's
I might
one of
have it. I've got a Marvel encyclopedia next to me because I always thought, you know, one of the things I should at least always try and get the wee man into is Marvel shit.
I mean, it's
No,
either
what?
Speedball or you go with like Pace Pop Pete.
No.
Nah,
Sleeper
it's
Agent.
not really got the name to run off it where you know, Speedball
Pace
does.
Pop Pete did become the Trapster. Like,
No,
he
no,
did
no,
change
come
his
on.
name.
No, come on. What about like Sleeper Agent?
Nah, Sleeper Agent would have to be something like the Fugitive,
Yeah, fair enough.
who coincidentally goes from town to town helping a new family every time.
No, but I just like to imagine. No, but I like just imagine those like as each season goes, it's just like you know. I think what's his name, like Ricky. Like,
All right, but hear me out. Yeah,
mm.
Thor and Iron Man, but as the Sweeney. The Sweeney.
Thor and Iron Man is the Sweeney.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Cap's living it up as like Miami Vice or some shit.
Nah, Starsky and Hutch,
Starsky and Hutch. Who's Hutch?
Iron Man.
Which one, like, well, no, Iron Man's in the Sweeney with Thor.
Doctor Strange.
Oh,
Let's see.
you picked the wrong shift.
We're not having a
No,
Starsky
do you know
and
what?
Hutch with it, like.
Do you know what? With the Cap and Bucky, give them the friendship sort of
All right, but we
TV
get
show.
Spider-Man and Hulk in Dukes of Hazzard.
Spider-Man and Hulk and Dukes
I would
of
like to
Hazzard.
see the Hulk try to jump through the fucking window.
The car only jumps the ravine because Hulk throws it. Or no, the Hulk jumps while he's in the car, so he essentially, you know, like in the Flintstones where they use their feet to propel the car. He just lands in this broken shell of a car at the other side.
Oh my god! Who the fuck would be Daisy Duke then?
Dukes of Hulkard. I don't know. Hulks of Hazard.
Hulkard. And who would be Boss Hog?
I don't know. Who would be our A team?
Oh god.
Oh god, no.
We can't use the characters we've already used. Who would be our A team?
Let's see. So
Who's going to be BA? We got to have BA Baracus in there.
that's gonna be.
And we've already used Hulk, so that's out.
The Thing?
The Thing would work.
Or what's his name for Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh,
Drax. Drax BPA.
Drax as
I don't
BA would actually be great.
Oh, that would be.
I pity the fool.
I'm not getting on a crazy plane.
I gotta have my milk.
Alright. Punisher's gotta be in there.
He's. I think he'd just be Hannibal.
Yeah. Alright, what about Face?
Face is gonna be. Oh shit. Oh no, I'm struggling now for fucking Deadpool. There we go. Deadpool's face, man.
We just realised we've not used Wolverine or Deadpool in there yet, have we?
That's to fit the pair of them in the 18th.
You've got to either go with.
Wolverine could be Wolverine could go into Dukes of Hazzard instead of Daisy. We've got Logan.
The thing is, if you got Face Man, it's either going to be somebody that's really handsome or really fucking pig ugly. Just to
You left a gamba for my stream. Oh well,
Down. Help me! Help me!
So you were
I'm
there.
confused. I'm confusion. You've left a gamba for me. I'm confusion.
I saw you were alive. I couldn't resist.
Guess I'll just die over here.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah, you can go die over there. Right?
Just do it. Gambling channel points on prediction. Ah, there we go.
Ah.
I'm coming,
I appreciate
Bubba.
you coming over here. Oh, I actually got there just in time.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, no, Frost.
You'd have been dead if it was down to me. Yeah.
No, I only got there in time because
I have the death sentence at 12 systems.
I forgot you could do that.
What? Use the afterburners?
No, switch the. As I pressed what would essentially be my ult on Marvel Rivals. Click in the analog sticks and it activates your
Yeah,
special item.
that's what I've been using to fly this whole time.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you.
Well, this time.
Oh.
If this time, we'll put it in at the end, okay?
Well, I appreciate you popping over, my dude.
Right.
How's everything going for your house?
Where the fuck are we going?
This way.
Where I am.
There we go.
I'm following the vault.
It's because I'm flying half the time. I don't see these tunnels.
Button. If I can find the button, there's the button. I have found the button.
I just feel like this. All these punches and kicks are doing nothing to him there.
Oh, this guy just glitched completely.
But yeah, how you doing, Haz? And how many points did you gamble away?
12.
So what, Lecoq saying 12?
12 whole points. That's it.
180!
And Rep saying 180. Nah, knowing Haz, it's going to be like 4,000.
That's not very nice. Imagine considering them a very gambly person.
Yeah.
Oh, presumptuous. Much.
I am going to see them as a gambly person.
$100 billion.
So you're not upset by the name, are you? I didn't mean anything by it.
I'm a gambly person.
Lecoq, do you remember the Avengers? And I don't mean the Marvel version.
Do you remember the Avengers what?
The Avengers, but not the Marvel Avengers.
Yes.
Yeah, with like John Steed and Emma Peel and...
I couldn't tell you who was all in it, but I remember it existed.
There was a movie at one point that had like Uma Thurman playing Emma Peel and that. I can't remember who played her in the originals. They also, funnily enough, had a character called Gambit. He didn't charge cards and throw cards. He just was... I think he was meant to be eye candy at the time.
Okay. No,
Yeah, it's basically
Just
like
makes me
a
tired.
James Bond sort of thing, more than anything else. It was. They were good, actually. The Avengers.
I remember
You
the
should-
cartoon series when I was younger, and it was like,
There we go. There's the 4.
it was like the Avengers, but it had Spidey and there was a whole fucking sticker collection I had and everything at the time.
This is nothing to do with Marvel at all.
Yeah.
It's a completely different thing called the Avengers.
Oh yeah, I remember that one now.
Like you got John Steve, who's
yeah,
like
the
an old
bowler
guy
hat,
with an umbrella and
yes.
bowler hat. Exactly.
And
Emma Peel was the girl, and
the villains were creating a weather machine so they could control the world. Basically.
yeah, that was like the shitty movie with Uma Thurman.
Yes.
You should go back and watch like the actual TV
I
show from like.
I remember
the
it
old
now.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely
This
forgot about
shows
it
how
existing
old
until you says it's not a
You're
Marvel
old.
thing, and then it's like, oh fuck yeah, now I remember.
No, this just proves how old you are. That you talk about the Avengers.
It wasn't the Avengers; it was Avengers.
Oh, still, the fact that you're like, you know,
The funny thing is, no, you had the Avengers, like the original TV show was called The Avengers, and then the reboot was called The New Avengers, both of which are now Marvel properties, but not the characters and stuff. And yes, The New Avengers had a character in it called Gambit.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like the
didn't
main
count
two were
Charles.
Emma Peel and John Steed, and it was more like a James Bond meets, like imagine, what do you call it, Kingsman, but without the chav.
It was Kingsman before Kingsman.
Yeah. Like, imagine Kingsman without the chav, and then you've got basically what it was.
Yeah.
no, I like
The old
Chav
TV
in
show was
Kingsman.
kind of good. The movie... The
movie
90s
was awful.
movie sucks. Yeah, no, the 90s movie sucks, but the TV show, like the old 80s one, it was...
Like you could kind of appreciate what they tried to do with it.
80s?
You could kind of appreciate what they were trying to do by doing it, but they just failed in the delivery of it.
No, I like the Chav of Kingsman though.
Yeah, I mean Kingsman was good. I liked it, but this was Kingsman before Kingsman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was basically a spy series. It had nothing to do with like superheroes.
Yeah.
And it was like the old TV show is actually really worth watching.
Hmm. Well, maybe I'll watch it one day.
Yeah, you should do that. Or else
Or else what?
you don't see it.
I mean, that's the other thing. You've got to watch Caravan of Courage and Battle for Endor.
I know, I need to watch Caravan of
We
Courage
were
and Battle
talking
for
about
Endor.
Star Wars stuff, and I mentioned those, and he was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no one ever remembers those two Star Wars movies. Everyone thinks Rogue One was the first spin-off movie, and it wasn't.
No.
Caravan of fucking Courage and Battle for Endor.
Ewoks.
Which, if you go on Disney Plus, yeah, Ewoks Battle for Endor.
Oh, is that
And,
what it was called? Oh, I just remember.
it's a sequel. So you got Caravan of Courage, which is essentially a spin-off sequel to Return of the Jedi.
I don't.
That's where Wicked the Ewok comes from.
See, I remember Ewoks. I don't know what was in it. I just remember it existing. That and the cartoon spin-off Droids, which I remember
so you
watching
had
all the time.
Ewoks and Droids were also both cartoons.
Yep.
But yeah, the
How old
Star
you
Wars
guys are,
ones
Jesus
no
Christ.
ones remember.
I will watch Caravan of Courage and I will watch.
Oh fucking hell! The
Battle for
Avengers
Endor.
was 1960s. So yeah.
There you go.
It's-
And while we're on
Remember,
the
like,
subject of
Cell Block
obscure
8
TV
stuff
shows
like
that people have to watch, Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. I don't know if you've ever seen that one. It was on Channel 4. It was fucking nuts. But it was done as like a like narrated as if it was like made from a book type thing. And it was all sort of like based in this hospital where all these sort of dark, strange mysteries happened. But it was like so low budget that they made that the feature of it. But you'll find it on YouTube and everything like that. There was like about maybe 8 episodes of it ever made. And it was fucking
Well, what was it
hilarious.
called?
The Dark Place. Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. I think. I'll just double check.
Oh. I might have to have a look at that. That sounds like right up my alley.
You know what I miss?
What?
The first couple of series of fucking Robot Wars. I used to like Robot
Oh,
Wars.
Robot Wars was
You get a
great.
cool robot, and you're like, yeah, that's a really cool robot. And then you get a shit robot, and you're like,
right.
your robot's shit.
Put it this way,
And then you
Dark.
find out, and then the shit robot ends up being the winner.
There was a point where everyone started flipping each other over, and that became the sort of thing to do. But I preferred like season 1. I think there was one in season 1 where the robot just like broke down constantly. There was Nemesis, the one they would always set on fire.
Yeah, there was always a chainsaw and there was always
Whoa.
a axe or something like that.
Well, the chainsaw I don't think you could have. That was one of the house robots.
Oh, was it?
Sergeant... Oh, was
So
it?
Kill-A-Lot.
No, he was
Kill-A-Lot
later.
had the lance.
Put it this way, that.
Kill-A-Lot was later. You had the original one, Matilda, the Triceratops.
Yeah, I remember
one had the
Matilda.
chainsaw, and
Oh, yeah,
Sergeant Bash
Matilda.
had the flamethrower. And I remember the rules were you couldn't have, like, the people who are contestants weren't allowed certain weapons. And the chainsaw and the flamethrower were 2 of them.
Because they were house robot weapons.
Yeah.
They couldn't. They were apparently ones where they couldn't verify people's safety if they were. Like,
Yeah, it was
were used.
too overpowered as well.
Yeah, and like
yeah,
I
so
think some of them did have chainsaws later on, but like they were weaker,
No.
sort of like.
I can't remember the robot. I always.
You had
What's the
Killatron
killer?
was the pink one with the big fuck off pickaxe, the first one, and then Mortis I think was like came later, and that was the like sleek black tank looking one that had
Yeah.
the little pickaxe that was cool as fuck.
right.
No, I always
And then
remember,
eventually
like,
you had the one with the tongue that came out and flipped people over, and from that point everyone had the wedge and the self-righting mechanism, and and it kind of became like all the robots sort of started becoming looking the same, apart from Razor, which was a really cool scorpion-looking fucker that would just like clamp down and crush people.
There you go. I've shared the link in the Discord for Garth Marenghi's Dark Place.
Yes.
Put it this way, it's
No,
got
I
Matt
can't-
Berry in it. That's how good it was.
Oh. No, like, I remember, like, I don't know if this was, like, Robot Wars or BattleBots, because I've watched both.
Oh, I fucking forgot
But, like-
BattleBot was even a thing.
Yeah, it's like the American version of Robot Wars.
Yeah, it's
But, like, there was a robot where it had, all it was, like, its only weapon was a metal bar, and it would spin up to, like, 130, like, miles per hour.
Oh yeah, I remember. It would just
And,
like flay the other fucking robots to bits.
Yeah, it would just hit the robot once, and then all of a sudden it's in, like, 6 different pieces. And I'm just sat there like, yeah.
It was like the American wrestling of robots, wasn't it?
Yeah, BattleBots was basically
I miss that
BattleBots.
sort of like. I used to watch like Robot Wars. Celebrity Deathmatch was another one.
Oh, if I can remember that, yep.
Never watched that one.
Oh, that was too. So, Celebrity Deathmatch basically filled the gap between seasons of South Park.
Yu-Gi-Oh's
Like in the
still
early
big.
seasons of South Park. And
I've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, the last, like, 3 weeks. I've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Zex to try and get to sleep.
I
I
actually,
thought you watched my streams to try and get to sleep.
I used to have dual links
when
on
you're
my
not
phone
streaming.
just for something to play when I was at work.
But yeah, no, I was like that. I was like, play Yu on my phone or on my, like, laptop or something when I'm, like, for
And
lectures
you're
to
cutting
start.
in and out of
Yeah.
it for me. Is that?
Well,
Right, this is going to be the last one. This one.
links on my, like, laptop or my phone while I was in college, just, like, in between lessons, I'd, like, just sit and do a couple of duels.
Yep.
Here's one. I bet there's a Marvel movie that you didn't know existed. And there's probably quite a few, but one specifically. Back in the 90s, they actually made an X-Men movie before the X-Men came out.
Oh,
And it was it's called Generation X. And it is weird. Jubilee's the main character, and it's Generation X, so it's basically Emma Frost and Banshee, the two that like run the place.
hmm.
And then yeah, you've got Jubilee in there. I can't remember who else they had in it, but it was a weird movie, and the villain especially. And in some ways, it's one of those movies where I can't decide if it was ahead of its time or if it was just shit.
I think it was shit, but it looks it.
Nah, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is best.
and recover its resources before our enemies have a chance to find it.
Jesus.
Nah, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. All the way.
Even the cover art for it looks awful.
Oh, what, Generation X? Yeah, no, it's so
Yeah.
90s.
No, let's have a look.
It looks as if
But
it
yeah,
was.
type in Generation X movie, and yeah, like that's Emma. That's meant to be Emma Frost.
It looks as if it was an
and
80s
yeah,
show that was just didn't get released in time.
And then Jubilee was the main character.
Wait, is that meant to be Emma Frost in like the back right?
Yeah.
I don't have the exact location.
No worries,
Yeah, that's
we'll catch you later, babe.
yeah,
We're
and that's meant
finishing
to be
shop.
Banshee with the like weird beard.
Scout out the area ahead of you to locate it.
Yep, I'm looking at it now and wait,
The thing is, you actually watch it, and it is what I would describe as wonderfully weird.
Party time.
Like, it's not a movie I'd go out of my way to watch again, but it's again, it's one of those like Caravan of Courage and Battle for Endor, where it's like it's so obscure that it falls under the radar of the ones that everyone like. You've got Howard the Duck, and you know the really bad ones that everyone knows.
Masters of the Universe.
You know. Yeah, and then you've got like this one just sort of fell by the wayside. Like the people who love the shit ones have forgot it exists, and then the people who like good movies have forgot it exists. It just
Even the actors
No
that were
one
in it
remembers.
forgot it exists.
no, they repressed. It's different.
but it's one of them, like, it just got to the point where everyone forgot it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's one of those obscure things where it makes me laugh when people are like, "Oh, they need a movie with Emma Frost in it." And it's like, well, actually, she's technically been in 2.
Yeah.
So I wish they'd do.
First Class and
Yeah,
that.
First Class is Emma Frost as well.
Yeah.
But that's
Even though
Emma
she's
Frost
in it for, like-
villainous Emma Frost. So like when
Yeah, but
Emma
she's also in it
Frost
for
Was that
originally
was that the one that
villain-
was played by January Jones?
I can't remember the fucking
I
actress.
don't know, but I think she was in it for like 5 or 10 minutes.
She was the one that sort of turns to
she was-
diamonds or something like that.
Yeah, that's Emma Frost. But I mean, she wasn't the main villain. Sebastian Shaw was, which was Kevin Bacon, and he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was more. She played more of a character that Mystique played than the sort of remake of. I say the remake, but what everybody's come to know and love is the X-Men movies.
Yeah, she's back as well, Rebecca Roman Stannis or whatever, which is
Oh,
thank
yeah.
fuck, because I could not stand the other one.
The
Yeah,
one played by Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
I like Jennifer Lawrence, but I didn't like her as Mystique.
Yeah, so this isn't a jab at
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence. It's the
Like,
fact
Jennifer
that
Lawrence is a great actress.
yeah,
Like,
they
look at
just
Hunger Games.
I hated the fact that the people who wrote X-Men have so many characters to choose from to be on the X-Men, and yet they are obsessed
With the
with
same
making
ones.
Mystique a good guy. Like, Mystique is a bitch. She's
Yeah.
a villain. She's not good. She's never been fucking good. She's a villain, and what their
It's one
obsession
of-
is with making Mystique a misunderstood good guy.
It's one of them because they shot themselves in the foot with it as well, though, because of Days of Future Past. I think it was.
Yeah.
Was it Days of Future Past where it's like, oh, Mystique kills this person,
Yeah.
and then because like they shot themselves in the foot with that though, because like, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
Days of Future Past, is a good, pretty decent movie. But
read
like-
the comic. The comics, or better yet, watch the cartoon. The cartoon for Days of Future Past is way better than the fucking movie.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like it's a decent movie compared to the rest.
I don't know. There were so many things wrong with it that I didn't like. For starters, Kitty Pryde should have been the one to go back, not Wolverine. Just because Wolverine's the more popular character and Hugh Jackman's decided to come back again, it's like nah.
Yeah.
In the comics, it's Kitty Pryde who actually goes back.
Which I would have preferred myself because
Well,
I
the thing
think
is,
Kitty
I think
Pryde.
that works better because Kitty Pryde's got the sort of like the innocence in a word. You know, she goes back to a point where it's shit, You know, and she's got to convince Xavier, which I think works better than Wolverine. But also, how badass would that scene be when all of the other X-Men in the future are dead and Wolverine is the sole one protecting Kitty Pryde while she's on the table from an absolute fucking legion of Sentinels?
I thought you were going to say on the toilet there for a second, yeah, but you know.
Yeah, he is just being blasted to pieces and ripping them to shreds and all this sort of stuff, you know?
And instead you get, like, what was it, Iceman, Bishop, and...
Yeah, well, Wolverine was the last man standing, fighting in the future to protect Kitty would have been a fucking incredible scene.
Oh, yeah. No, because I just think it were like... And don't get me wrong, I love Iceman. Iceman is my favourite X-Men member. But, like, I've just never seen the dude since, you know, Days of Future Past.
The thing is, though, what they've done with that is the same thing they do with, like, Jurassic Park and everything like that, is they take the main popular ones and then never let them have a fucking movie without them. Yeah.
It's like, hey,
But
everyone knows and loves Wolverine.
Yeah, one thing the Avengers movies did well was they nailed the team dynamic. And while some people try and claim that Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man is the main character, I would say that he's not really. Not of the Avengers
He doesn't
movies.
even
He's
want
very
to
much a
be...
team ensemble.
Yeah. He doesn't even really want to be an Avenger as such.
No, not at first. But I mean, none of them do at first. But but it's the Avengers movies do a great job of
making everyone feel like the main character.
And if you want to get technical about it, while Iron Man does save everyone from the missile, but it's actually Black Widow that saves the day because she's the one who figures everything out, how to stop Loki, and does all that. Or you could argue that Hulk's the one who takes Loki down. So it's, you know, it's very, very good as a team dynamic. The X-Men movies, on the other hand, are from the outset Wolverine and his bitches, with the exception of First Class. Now, First Class is a great movie, but again, there's no real team. It's all about Xavier and Magneto.
Magneto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how they had the same ideals, but different ways of doing it, sort of thing. One was they must be punished, and the other one's like, no, we can tell them they were wrong.
We can redeem them.
We can educate them.
I mean, Xavier's thing is also accurate in the sense that violence only begets more violence.
Yeah.
You go and you exact revenge against the people that have wronged you, but then the people you've wronged along the way will come back and exact revenge on you, and then so on, and the cycle continues forever.
Yeah. And then there's like what? And then now like what? Charles dies, and then Magneto's like, we must honor his memory.
Well, the thing is, they respect each other a great deal as well.
Yeah, that is true.
There's that line in the second one where they go, I wish I killed... no, the third one, I think, where he's like, I wish I'd killed Xavier myself. And Magneto's like, Charles Xavier's done more for mutants than you could ever. You know?
Yeah.
Like, in the grand scheme of things, yes, they're on opposite sides of the war-like spectrum, but they have great respect to each other.
That's it. They had the same goal, they just different approaches to it. Yeah. And it was one of those ones where it was probably one of the first to ever do it where the villain wasn't really a villain as such.
Well, Magneto is sort of... I mean, when he first turned up in the comics, he was literally the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. There was no two ways about it. And then they did I think they did the first ever big crossover, the first Secret Wars. Not to be confused with the Secret Wars that they're doing at the moment. So yeah, they did the... which is based on the most recent Secret Wars, because obviously... but the original Secret Wars was basically done for a toy deal. It was like, get your most popular characters all in a story together and we'll use it to sell toys.
Things are going well, to be fair,
I'm being sucked to a black hole!
Soon. I'm gonna go and run to the vault, because it is getting like 1:30.
But that story, I'm sort of nearing my end as well, but that story is the turning point for Magneto. Because the Beyonder, who doesn't understand any of it, and wants to understand the difference between good and evil, and which one's stronger and which one's better, puts Magneto on the good team. And that's sort of like the turning point for where the writers start writing this Magneto that's actually, you know, like, he's still a bad guy, but not because of his intentions. Like, he's not evil. He just has a different way of doing things. And
He's
that's
just
where you sort of
angry.
get the-
Is it true that you
Yeah, you have the justified Magneto, as it were.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, game's going well, Blatant. How are you doing?
Sorry, I didn't mean to pry into his personal life like that.
No, that's fair, to be honest, Blatant. Like,
I just wondered
I'm
what
literally
you
only
wanted.
playing this to get the Platinum Trophy.
Maybe check what pictures you
I thought we were just playing it because it's one of those games where you don't need to even focus what you're doing and you just blather away.
Well,
Yeah,
the
but- yeah,
Platinum
but-
Trophy is sort of like what we were originally going for, was just the fact of, plus it's something we've not played, like, forever.
Together.
But it has sort of just become, like, a conversation between friends with, like, Marvel shit going on in the background.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like an extended TikTok.
Hey, thank you for
In
the
a way.
follow.
It is literally just an extended TikTok because, like, you know.
Hey, I
What
got
it
a
is.
follow. Thank you, Blatant.
Thank you, Blatant. I
Oh,
will
yeah,
be
it's-
getting electrocuted momentarily for you.
And I won't be,
No.
but I will take great pleasure in the fact that the cock is.
Oh, we all take great pleasure that Lecoq gets electrocuted.
Oh yeah, 2,890 times so far.
Yeah, but
thought
no,
you
it's
were
like
gonna
I
say
say,
gold.
like, this is literally just an extended TikTok. This is like the Subway Surfers in the background.
Hello there.
There you go, Blatant. You can have the entire conversation now. But no, yeah, it's like literally this is just what, you know.
I mean,
Well,
we've discussed
well,
everything tonight, haven't we? Like spoof movies, Tom Green,
Yeah,
history of
this movie is Tom
Magneto,
Green, Magneto. Yeah, Magneto.
a surprising amount of bodily fluids. I mean, is it
Yeah.
surprising at this point? Lecoq's age, 80s
The Antiques
TV
Roadshow.
60s TV show,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Antiques Roadshow.
The
Violently masturbating to songs of praise.
the littlest Venom.
Yeah,
The Wee Man.
yeah.
Everything in general.
Me keeping you around so that bad things happen to you instead of me.
Yeah.
You are the Morty to my Rick.
Yep. But no, that's fair, Blatant. I don't blame you.
My me.
I don't blame you for taking a break, because, like, don't get me wrong, this game can be fun. It's also very, very repetitive.
Wait, you repeat things in this game? Oh,
Wait, you repeat things in this game?
wait, you repeat things in this game?
Wait, you repeat things in this
Wait,
game?
you repeat things in this
White
game?
hole.
Wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
But no, like, it's very, very repetitive.
No one got my Red Dwarf reference, but no.
No, I've never watched Red Dwarf.
Oh, I remember when Netflix had it on, I watched every single one of them back to back, and I can't remember.
There are
a damn
definitely
thing.
some seasons are better than others, but the first couple of seasons are great. Like, I love the whole fucking, like, it's a white hole. A white hole? One of my favorite
Dwayne
lines, and
Dibley?
I've always, oh god, don't get me, Dwayne Dibley. One of my favorite lines is, they've taken Mr. Rimmer. Quick, let's go before they bring him back.
No, like, this, like, don't get me wrong, like, this game is fun, but Jesus Christ, it is just repetitive.
Dwayne Dibley?
Dwayne Dibley.
I've never watched Red Dwarf, so I just don't get these references.
Oh, god.
Dwayne Dibley is just, yeah.
The thing is, it's not the things that they intended to be funny in the show that were funny. It was the undertones to it and everything like that, you know.
Some jokes that weren't meant to be in them, they were actually outtakes, and then they kept them in the fucking show.
Yeah.
Like what?
I can't remember. There's,
Oh god, there's just so much behind it.
I'd have to go through it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Uh,
I used to know a lot of these things off by heart.
But that's back when the comedy that you got on like the BBC was actually funny.
Yeah, like Blackadder.
Oh yeah.
I was never a fan of Blackadder season 1.
No, I didn't like 1 or 2.
Season 2,
3 and
I
4
loved
were good.
season 2. Season 2 I loved. Season 2 of
the
Blackadder.
only one I've got at max is Iron Man. It's probably the only one that I ever will at. Except maybe Spider-Man at some point.
I had lots of characters at max power, and then I lost all of it.
Wait, let's see. What one was
I can't remember
season
who
2
I
of
had. I should
Blackadder?
fire up the PS4 and see if it still exists. Like, see if all my save data for this game still exists on the PS4.
Which one was season 2 of Blackadder? He was the
So season 1 was the Dark Ages, where he's more like Mr. Bean.
Yep.
And then season 2 onwards. Season 2 was Queen Elizabeth.
That's right. I remember that one.
Yeah,
I've
and then
never watched
season
Blackadder,
3
I just
was
know it
the
exists.
yeah. Season 3 was the Prince Regent. Season 4 is World War One.
Yeah.
I just know of Blackadder.
Yeah, I think it was
never watched
season
it.
1. I never watched the others. I did.
Yeah, no, season 1 wasn't.
How do you get to power
Very
level? Oh wait, no. Wait, is that? That's because of raid gear, isn't it? You can get to power level 185 because of the raid gear.
Fair enough. I can't remember. I think I got like Ms. Marvel, Spider-Man, Black Widow. Black Widow for sure. It was all like power level 150.
Yeah, that's base max level.
Yeah, well, I mean, and then I stopped playing the game.
Yeah, and then they introduced the only raid in the game. Sound.
Like I said, I stopped playing before they even released like Bucky and stuff. Like the War for Wakanda and Spider-Man were the last sort of two things that I did.
During the War for Wakanda part, they released the only raid that exists in the game, Golden Sound.
Okay.
And that is the only way to get to level 185.
Yeah, and then I mentioned to Carmen, let's do this, because obviously he platinums games, and I made a comment about only being like 2 trophies off of platinuming this game.
Yeah, and then I was like,
and he was like, oh my god, so am I, and it was the same trophies, and then we've loaded up, and then both of us basically have none of our saved data. We've still got all the trophies.
I've still got all mines.
Yeah, I don't know how yours has. I did all the transferring thing as well, and it just didn't transfer.
Oh no, for me, I know how I lost mine, and it was because all my save data was but I had the PS5 version through PS Plus, and then because it got delisted, I lost all my progress.
See, I got it.
So I got the physical copy, and I had it on PS4. And if I load up the PS4, I imagine all of that stuff is still on there.
Probably.
But it's gone. And when I loaded up the PS5, all my trophies still exist. But none of my save data do.
Yeah, because none of that actual hard data.
Here I am trying to, basically from scratch, which I didn't mind. It gave me a reason to play through the story mode on stream, so that was fun. It gives me sort of something to work towards other than just rinse and repeat vaults and hives over and over.
Yeah, it's like to be fair, I've been doing that, like, vaults and hives over and over and over.
I mean, that's why I never did that platinum to begin with. Like, was because
it's just mindless, repetitive.
And the hives over and over. And the thing is, isn't there only like 3 different ones you can do?
Yeah.
There's like 4 vaults, which is like jungle, tundra, wasteland.
The devs really need you to believe in this game.
There's like 3 vaults, and then there's like 4 hives.
Yeah.
And like,
and you've got to do what, 50 of them?
You got to do 50 hives. You've basically got to do 50 vaults, but you can technically do less if you get RNG for getting the field caches in other missions. And then you've also got to, because I actually have one other achievement I need to get. And then you also need to do 30 war zones at challenge rating at 3 or higher. But that one's not too bad because you could just do drop zones and drop zones 5 minutes long.
Fair enough.
So you can just do, like, there's a drop zone that you can do, which is a sabotage drop zone, which takes like 2 minutes, if not less than that. It's the main mission you do to get the achievement for doing a mission in less than 3 minutes. You can just spam that one over and over and over and over again and get that achievement done in like an hour or 2.
Yeah.
Which is probably what I'm going to do tomorrow, but probably off stream, because as much as I love playing this game on stream, I don't want this to be...
Yeah, it's definitely one where I'd do the grind off of stream, and then sort of do highlights on stream. Are we going to pick some poor fucker to triple raid?
Yeah.
If we're all
triple raiding. I have an idea.
Okay.
So Voltaic Vixen's on, and she's raided
Yeah.
Oh,
me
yeah.
a bunch of times recently, but because I
Yeah.
streamed so late, I've not had the chance to raid her back.
Well, she
Yeah,
doesn't. She
I
doesn't raid
follow
me,
Vixen,
so
so.
fucker.
She did. She raided you the day after she
I
raided me. At one
know.
point.
I was just joking.
Well, I follow Vixen, so I'm more than happy to do it.
Yeah, I know, Vixen. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and yeah, she's raided me a couple of times recently, and I've not had a chance to raid her back. So
Right, so should we all send the raid over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna head on over.
Sweet, so I'm gonna get that raid going.
Yeah, it'd be cool to triple raid someone. I've never done a triple
Yeah.
raid before.
Neither have I, so don't worry about it.
Let me.
Okay.
Right.
I'm
I'm
all
still
good
trying
to
to find
go.
her at the moment. Where is she?
Okay, I've got mine started. So we're back tomorrow. I've got a stream that's sponsored. So we'll be given, it's a game called Electro Ball. I think it was Spark Ball. That was it. Spark Ball.
Right, are we going to be sending them over now?
So I'll be playing a quick hour of that and see where it takes us.
Start yet, Blackhawk?
Right.
What's that?
You did. All right.
Yeah.
Did you click start yet?
No, it's not come up on my thing yet. Anyway, that's it.
What start raid?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, fair enough. Because I didn't want to be like an hour after you, but
no, I've got the raid now button up, so it's good to go.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, we've got paid content for tomorrow. Helldivers Wednesday, and then I've got the altars, which was given to me by AMD and the developers to test on my setup. So we're going to give that a go on Thursday. Anyway,
I might shoot you a message tomorrow, Cock. I need a word with you.
Oh God, there we go.
Yeah.
Right. Well, should we all go and raid out then?
Yeah, I will be back with Carmen tomorrow for some Marvel Rivals.
We're raiding out.
Cheerio.
Pip pip. I got to do the pip pip today.
Yeah, you did.
Pip pip. Well, I need to actually like listen to this.
I need to unmute her.
Same.
There we go.